Well, hello everyone. Welcome to a Monday stream. Let's get the main screen on. Hello everyone.
Hello again.
I am Metazine. With me is Domadet, and we are playing more Grim Dawn.
Yes, and finally, we might be ready for new things.
To review, we did all the original game, all the way up through the Necropolis. We did Ashes of Malmouth, from Oogding Bog up into Malmouth Outskirts. We did Forgotten Gods, all through the Corvin Basin, from the bottom of Corvin Basin, all the way to the top. We did a bunch of rogue dungeons, side quests, and basically everything else. We are now ready to start, finally, on the Fangs of Asterkarn, the brand new DLC, which is now like 2 months old, because this took forever, but hey, whatever. So, to begin, we first speak with Scout Avens here at Fort Icon. Are you voiced? Let's find out.
Apologies for the interruption, but I understand you are the one responsible for scattering the cult's forces in Darkvale Gate?
You are voiced. I'm surprised. That would be me.
My apologies. I know the esteemed Inquisitor has you assigned to priority matters, but it would seem that when disaster strikes, it rears many heads.
What's the situation?
Just a few days ago, I and the rest of my troop were dispatched to the northwest on what should have been a routine scouting mission. And for me, it largely was. A few beast sightings, but nothing of concern. However, my companions never returned from their routes. The frozen reaches of Asterkarn are home to all manner of creatures. But I suspect it is not them we are contending with. Asterkarn is also home to the Kern, our ancient enemies. I have little doubt that they are behind these disappearances. The Inquisitor cannot spare additional troops, but a lone agent of your caliber may succeed. I beg you, venture northwest from Fort Icon and into the frigid north of the Frostvale Highlands. Learn the fate of our missing brothers and sisters.
All right. So I was eating while we were talking. So, very well, let's go find these missing scouts. Yeah, we get 2,000 XP from talking to it. Make that nice. All right,
yeah,
we
actually,
go.
forget what is the plot here?
We are looking for missing scouts. When the scouts went out to explore Asterkarn, they did not return. This scout suspects that the Kern did it and wants to go find the Kern and probably beat them up. He mentions the Kern are ancient enemies of the Empire.
Right, so the impetus is that Imperial scouts went up north and have gone missing, so now we're being sent to go look for them.
Yeah, of all the scouts sent up, apparently he was the only one who made it back. It's not even like he ran into trouble, he just apparently happened to not run into any of the things the other scouts ran into.
Right. Okay.
So we'll find out.
So now we explore.
Finally, new territory. What new things await us? How is the game going to... Will the game be any different than it was? Oh, look at that. There's a whole bunch of people trying to kill us. It's exactly the same.
Wait, did you move on ahead? You still look like you're talking to the dude.
I moved on ahead.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm seeing some people who are getting splatted up here. And you are nowhere to be seen. Okay, 1 second. Back to main menu. You're going ahead, don't mind me.
Oh, dear. I'll leave personal risks as I go.
Did you see the first note there?
There it is. A Kern Opportunity, Part 1. Alright. Oh, this one has a note to a note. This neatly folded note bears the crest of Fort Icon in its top left corner. Breck, the boys stationed on the Asterkarn route tell me they've spotted something mighty nice. A secluded Kern burial ground not too far from the fort. If we hurry, we can be up there and back before our shift on the wall. Those stupid savages don't bury valuables when they're dead. They just leave it in mounds for any sucker to come and pilfer. It'll be easy. So here's the plan. Before dawn, we meet at the western gates. Alfred Lachlan is split of the spoils if he lets us through without a peep. Then we make our way up the mountain under the cover of dark. I lead us to the site and we grab what we can get. We get out before those barbarians even catch a whiff of us. Just know, it's my plan, I'm Brett Block, I know where the goods are, I just need you to help carry the haul. So don't go thinking you're suddenly the brains of the operation to get an even cut. Split is 7 of every 10 for me, Calder. Oh, so the scouts were grave robbing.
Yeah, let's go rob a burial mound. What could
Let's rob a
possibly
burial
go
mound
wrong?
full of barbarians who already want us dead. This is a great idea.
I believe the trope is too dumb to live.
So, yeah, these dumbasses went robbing graves and got killed. Gee, look at what happened there. Wow, this is a lot of wrecked stuff. Hi, everybody. Ooh, another hero.
Now, know that we're fighting ethereals.
Yeah, nobody knew yet. Still ethereals. Now, let's see. There's really nothing else around here other than...
I think the rocks are new. The orbs.
Yeah. Were they in Malmouth? I forget. Now, around here is... Oh, God. Crystal horns. What the hell are these? Rhino. Aha! See these weird fairy circles? Remember how we've already run by like 4 or 5 of them during the campaign?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently we need to keep an eye on these for later. I have
It
been
might be
informed.
ultimate only.
Oh. Well, never mind then.
Yeah, look at the big furry rhinos!
They're so fluffy.
Prehistoric rhino fauna. Actually, not even sure. Well, I guess technically prehistoric.
Ooh, a glamorous chest.
Full of free
Meh.
glams.
We went past where we're supposed to go. We're supposed to go here. This very narrow bridge. Ooh, look at that view, though. Pretty.
Yeah, they really upped the graphics around here.
Here we are. Scholar Reynolds notes. Huh. The notes now have notes now. This parchment is quite old and faded by time. With any luck, this will be the first of many entries I make as I make use of these pages to pontificate on my work here. May it serve the Empire well. Mission in this miserable cold land is to survey its people, to observe and learn with the singular goal of discovering weaknesses that might exploit that weakness if circumstances arise that require such crude manipulations. Of course, for the glory of the God Emperor. Blah, blah, blah. I've employed a local sellsword who's tasked me to provide security disguised as travelers on pilgrimage. The people here are strong-willed and able-bodied, if a bit dim. They appear to follow a set of simple yet barbaric customs. On the first morning of the expedition, our guide, a hard-faced native named Bjorn, whose gnarled skin belies his true age, refused to leave camp until he had consulted the entrails of a freshly slain crow. Not to eat, but not to brew some foul concoction, but to plan a conveyance around the finer details of the bird's innards. Alright, chat, for people keeping track at home, this is actually a form of old-school divination. This is called haruspicy, and practitioners of it are called haruspexes. The more you know.
Yep. Oh yeah, fun fact. So back, very, very early Rome, they would still do a Harspex because it was the Etruscans.
This was pre-Christian, before, Christians wiped all that out and slaughtered everyone to a man, but I digress.
Oh, and this was this wasn't just pre-Christianity, this was pre-Roman Empire. We're talking like 500 BC. So the Etruscans, the Roman neighbors, who got kind of conquered / assimilated into Rome, were big fans.
Hold that.
Oh, here's the beavers.
You wish to talk more? Well, you can't! Unless you kill me! Hundreds of beavers!
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Oh
They're
god,
called
it's hundreds of
Testorians.
beavers.
It really is hundreds of beavers. By the way, Chad, if you haven't seen the movie called Hundreds of Beavers, go watch it. It's free on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. It's amazing. It's like one of the greatest movies made that year.
It's one of the best movies you'll see in years. Yeah, like, it's a black and white, almost completely silent movie, and it's an absolute riot. You will laugh your ass off.
Now.
But anyways, yeah, Etruscans, Romans. So yeah, early Rome was also big on the Haruspexing.
Doing it this way.
Thank you. So, they would often use it for military engagements, and if the signs were poor, we would not engage because it was bad omen. So there was a Roman naval commander who was up and coming, really wanted to show his stuff, get a good victory under his belt, impress the ladies and whatever. So, unfortunately, these chickens that they brought on board, they actually used a kind of a variant where it would be, the chickens would be fed, and depending on how they ate, it would determine the fates. Unfortunately, apparently the chickens were seasick this time around, or perhaps the fates had something else in store because the chickens were refusing to eat.
Wait, hold on, back
which
outside.
was a. Oh, sorry.
All right, keep going.
Wait,
Over here.
we're not going in there?
Nope, we are looking at this totally normal urn cluster for a totally normal
Oh, look at that! Yet another one.
Yet another shield acting as a mace. Yes, for some reason those are not random drops. They're found in fixed positions throughout the game. Go figure.
Oh, and this one's for Berserker. So,
Anyway, sorry, continue
Berserker,
your story.
Oathkeeper, physical build. Anyways, so, Roman Commander wanted to go in. Unfortunately, the chickens weren't having any of it, which would be a good sign to turn around and not engage the enemy fleet. However, this commander, being, really wanting this win, said something like, well, if the chickens will not eat, then they shall drink instead, and threw the chickens overboard. To nobody's surprise, the Roman commander then sailed in to complete and utter naval disaster.
Yeah, I heard that one before. He should have listened to the chickens. Poor chickens.
Actually, a fun fact. Actually, because he didn't listen to the chickens, he was, in fact, indicted on counts of treason, but killed himself before he could be formally arrested.
Wow.
So, yeah, lesson learned. Listen to the chickens.
I guess he was indicted on the grounds of, you have officially proven to be dumber than a bird. What is wrong with you?
No, like, that's how seriously they took the divination. It was like, dude, you really should have listened to the chickens.
It's also because they needed someone to blame for the whole disaster and picked him as the scapegoat.
Well, yes, that was also
it's so
very
funny.
convenient
It's sometimes how religion overlaps with politics.
Anyways. But lesson learned, yeah, don't abuse the chickens. Don't throw chickens overboard. It's bad.
Chickens cannot swim. Please don't do that. Aha, a portal.
Yeah, I don't know
Funny
if
how
you've
the
noticed,
ethereals
but
got up here.
our health has been ticking down every time the wind's been blowing.
Oh, I did not notice that. Now I do. It's maximum health. Interesting. I wonder how the ethereals got up here to leave these nice rifts. Anyways, who cares? Let's go talk to these people.
Pretty sure the rifts are being led by some higher power.
Leif Darktooth, Greta of the Blood Rages, and Thane Sulfhinterland. Thane? Really?
I will not begrudge a
Ooh,
traveler.
that's a soldier berserker combo.
Alright. Ooh, and he's voiced. Hang on.
I will not begrudge a traveler a place by the fire in these winds, as Amatok teaches us.
Oh, now he's not voiced, but I have to ask. Why are you here, Lowlander? I'm after a missing scouting party. I see. They're likely as good as dead. Frostvale is a treacherous land in the best of times, but now, following their footsteps is unwise if you're unprepared, though maybe we can help each other out. Oh, what did you have in mind? Well, an elder bristlehorn we call Rugru roams just north of here. The hulking animal is well past his prime, but he refuses to relinquish his status, preventing younger males from asserting dominance. Help restore balance by hunting him down and bring his meat back here, where we'll ensure no part of him goes to waste. And once we've all feasted, maybe we can offer you something to help you on your journey. Sure, kill giant rhino, bring back giant rhino.
We need meat. Alright, you little carnivores. This older male is not leaving room for others to assert their dominance.
Alright, once per stream. Look, I don't know the sociology of fantasy rhinos, but in real life wolves, the term alpha is total bullshit. Wolves don't actually do that, they form familial clans.
I know, but these are not real-life wolves. These are fantasy rhinos, and they may work differently.
Rhinos. Rhinos! They hide in metal boxes!
Add it to the list to stream.
The cowards! The fools! We shall break their metal boxes. Oh god, we found him! Rugru, Bane of the Tundra.
That'd be a great one-off just for like, hey, here's all the really stupid meme lines.
Oh god, Jay. Yeah, I've got to do that with Jay at some point. In case Jay is wondering what Warhammer 40k video games look like. Ooh, choice flame. Oh sure. Bring back the whole body, he said. We're gonna bring back one friggin' cut. God, some hunters we are.
To be fair, oh wait, I think there's stuff up here. To be fair, it didn't indicate how big the flank is. It's possible it's a really, really big...
They said they use every part of it.
Yeah, well, it's true. There it is.
Oh yeah, this is quasi... See, this is interesting. The path is actually shown on the map. This is an interesting one. This is a quasi-hidden area. The path isn't hidden on the map, but you do have to sort of hunt around for it. Anyways, what the hell?
Exalted stash.
Ooh, this is one of the one-shot chests. And a note. A current opportunity. Ah, page 2. I wonder how they're getting along. This note. Oh, right. This is the scouts. Those scouts are planning on looting the place. How are they doing? Oh. No one ever asked why, and I've never said. But now that your guts adorn the snow, I feel it only fitting. You know why? I am half Kern, you slith piss drinker. Breck, son of Uleth, who died giving me life breath. My father, Markor, was never welcome among the people of Astakarn, and my mother's passing extinguished what little grace he had with them. So he came to live in his homeland. I never learned the ways of my mother's people, but my father always spoke of them with great reverence and respect. I've walked these hills many times, met the people of these lands. Sorry, Chad, I'm going to be skipping ahead again. I did learn a few things, though. For one, current burial rites are an important reminder of what was lost. They call them scars, because every hurt and loss brings healing. It leaves them tougher, stronger. Their belongings are left behind for worthy successors to bring newfound glory to old tools and weapons, not to be pilfered by rats. You should pray that the current ways do not apply to you in their lands, left to rot in the snow as you are, alone and forgotten. If you believe the myths, yours will be a fate worse than death. I'm not sure even you deserve such an end, but it seems fitting reward for the hate and vitriol you've shown for the people you despise yet know nothing about. Oh, so one of those scouts sent out looting was half Kern, and was kind of pissed about all the grave robbing going on, and kind of murdered another one. Alright, fair's fair,
Instant
I guess.
karma. And they say that crime does not pay.
Slith piss drinker. Do Slith even urinate, or do they do the whole cloaca kind of all in one thing, the way birds and some reptiles do?
I mean, it's probably the latter, because, like...
Inquiring minds wish to know.
yeah, so... I mean, he's probably using the term piss drinker, like, in general, but, like, it's probably really more of, like,
let's go see what happens.
refuse drinker. Oh, okay.
And he's dead. Cool, let's go. Now we portal back to town.
Oh yeah, we can just portal back. That would be a lot more efficient.
As you near the fire, you see a group of travelers. Come, warm yourself by the fire, one says. Another licks his lips hungrily. Do you offer one of your creatures to stay by the fire?
Oh man, we really
Did
are
we
about
stream
to
inscription on here?
today.
Man, we really ought to.
These
Add it to the list.
not for the likes of you.
Anyways,
We need that on a t-shirt. Add it to the list.
were you successful in tracking down Rugru? Yes, and I bring meat. Not all of it, but, you know, points for trying, I guess. I mean, I did not think you'd actually take me up on the challenge. Good on you, Lowlander. Get this meat over the fire. Hearty meal to share on a frigid day. You've shown your intentions to be true, so I'll be true in mine. These ointments will shield you from the wind's bite. May come in handy on the journey ahead. I wish you fortune, Lowlander. May your brethren still draw breath when you find them. But if you wish to take a moment by our fire and rest, you're more than welcome. So have you seen the Legion Scouts? I admit, I was not forthright with you at first. We did spot your party traveling north. They were ill-prepared for the weather and the beasts that wait up there. Your commander seems to know little of these lands, or maybe they're desperate. I don't lie. If they have not returned this way, they're probably dead. But I do hope you at least find their remains. Take care, Lowlander. Well, I appreciate the info. Farewell. We get Hoarfrost Ointment. 900 second duration, 60% reduced freeze duration. Dang.
Yeah, I'm going to level with you. I don't know if it I don't know if it actually like does anything for
I
this
don't
area.
think so.
But...
Freeze is a separate effect caused by taking too much cold damage at once.
Yep.
Anyways,
Whereas
on we
this
go.
is just a dot.
Oh wow, that
the,
whole area was a giant
wind
side
blow.
passage. We actually need to go this way. And apparently right here is something. Yes, a fulminated tree. Fulminated, a tree that has been struck by lightning.
Okay, here's the part that confuses me. So they call the tree fulminated, but when you strike like sand or asphalt, it's called fulgurite.
Well, that's
So
the mineral
is it-
that forms. I forget which one's the correct word root. I forget.
Yeah, why is one of them with an M and one of them with a G?
Because the English language took Greek, Latin, and a few other languages into a back alley, beat the crap out of them, and ruffled through their pockets for spare verbs.
Nonsense. I demand an explanation for this.
Anyways, this doesn't do anything. It just says a small tree has been shattered by a lightning strike. Okay?
Weird.
Neat. I guess we'll check it on later.
Word. Do 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 do.
Add it to the list.
Wow, we have a lot of people.
Man, oh man, am I glad these things aren't immune.
Yeah, wouldn't it suck if they had immunities to things? Gosh, that would be annoying. I mean, I assume they're resistant to it, but...
I assume so. At this point, you can safely assume everything has 80% resistance to everything. It's kind of par for the course once you get into the harder areas. Especially on
Yeah,
ultra.
but we're only on normal, though.
True. Now up here in the corner... See, freeze is what I cause every time I use my right-click ability and drop a whole bunch of cold damage at once. Whoa! What the hell was that? Did they have some kind of sky drop attack?
Yep. Ooh, level up. Yes, Ulzad's decree. Well, might as well put it on Eye of Reckoning.
Ooh, 3% chance to avoid projectiles and melee attacks, okay. It is possible to stack dodge chance in this game to a slight degree. That those percent chance to miss effects.
Yeah.
I have no idea how viable an actual dodge build is, though.
I don't think so. I don't think this
This
is
is a Path of Exile where you can just stack
Yeah.
dodge out the wazoo and make an actual dodge build. I know what our Path of Exile is doing these days. Probably terribly.
I imagine it can't be that great, to be honest.
Anyways, hello, other person. Wayfinder Knockin' and Aelin.
Watch yourself out there, lowlander.
Lowlander, this far from home? If you're here to kill us, I won't make it easy. Your partner there looks in rough shape. Knockin', all it took was momentary lapse in awareness. Bristlehorn, mad with pain or bloodlust, charged out of the brush and gored him. I admit it's not looking good. Knockin' will require medical aid, but he can't be moved without performing triage. They can't leave him, or scavengers will finish what the Bristlehorn started. No doubt other hunters will find us, but Knockin' may not have that long. I will not mince words. Fates don't care about our pride. Will you help us? What can I do for it? It's an old remedy that involves wrapping the wound in molted rock feathers. The cold emanating from the plumage. Writers, typo, plumage only has one M. Cold emanating from the plumage is enough to stifle fever and stem blood loss. The many rock nests on the western cliffs, some even within hand's reach. No doubt the birds have molted there. And before you ask, it can't be fresh feathers from the live ones. Not unless you want to freeze Knockin's leg clean off. Knockin's tough as the mountains, but even he can't hold out forever. If you're able to eat us, please hurry. Gather molted rock feathers. Okay.
They're marked on the map as treasure chests called rock nests.
Yeah, they're up that way. Inside, went the wrong goddamn way.
Yep.
This way. Kind of surprised how fast this map got updated. It seems like it's only like a day after the DLC came out.
Right?
Especially since, again, otherwise the website had basically been dormant for years because the game was done as far as we knew. And the update occasionally for the mods. There are some big honking mods for Grim Dawn. Ooh, another portal. Maybe we'll show those off at some point. There's some like huge overhaul mods, like changing how the game works. And yes, for people wondering, there is a mod that brings in the Diablo 3 classes as Master Race, including the Diablo 3 Necromancer, not to be confused with the Grim Dawn Necromancer.
Yeah, but why would you want to play Diablo?
I know. Let's see, that's that. That's oh hey, there's more people with this.
Donkey donk.
We met. Yes, new faction, the Kern. Okay. In any case.
Huh. If we're heading on the path of the Kern, if we're heading on the path of the Kern, are we eating our Kerns in way?
A rampaging beast can be hit up ahead. God of the Lord.
I'm sorry, that was torture.
No, that was fine.
I need to work on my off and cuff running. Well, that was fun. How are y'all doing?
Ready? We have Scout Barrowman, Scout Faro, and Ulfgarn, son of Garn. Hello, Scout Barrowman. How you doing? Wait, Scout? Oh, hi, Black Legion. By Menhir's mercy.
Goddamn imps.
I don't think we would have made it if you had not shown up. Looks like we got here just in the nick of time. What does that make us? Big damn heroes, sir.
The other's font of quotes.
Anyways. This current came out of nowhere and distracted the beast while we crawled to safety, but it was only a matter of time before it found us again. I did not think them capable of such honor. My leg's still pretty messed up. How we get back to Fort Icon? Like this. God, I love Riftgate. Just poof. Ta-da! You know, you might come out the other side with like a 1,000-yard stare and a sudden craving for beetles, but you'll be fine. God, we just streamed Tactical Breach Wizards.
Add it to the list.
Sorry, distracted by food. Alright, Ulfgarn, son of Garn, what you doing out here?
You wield strange magics, Lowlander, but that was an impressive feat. I'd have thought your death screams would echo in the peaks, but here you are, victorious.
Strange magics, I'm using berserker abilities. Anyways. No, it's not my first time contending with the Void.
The taint of he who dwells below creation reaches farther with every passing moon. Not even the beasts of Osterkarn are spared his putrid touch. It does not surprise me that his foul tendrils have infected your lands as well.
And my character has to be a dumbass. Dear character, of course they know who Chthon is. Why am I surprised? Oh, your people know what caused this? Yes, of course they do. Next question.
My people, the Kern, have long contended with the darkness. But I am no skald, and will not speak of such matters directly. I admit, I believed all Lemurians soft, but you have shown yourself to be a warrior of some talent. May I not live to regret this, but with all that is at stake, perhaps this calls for a meeting of our people. If you wish to learn more of the rot that chokes life from our land, you will need to head to Kernhold. Though, getting called to speak may prove difficult.
Hey, where is this Kernhold?
Kernhold is the ancient meeting place of the clan chiefs, and the last safe bastion in a dying land. It lies far to the northwest in a valley not yet touched by the deepening cold. I have a sigil which will grant you entry into Freo Valley. The door is hidden, but my sigil will reveal the way. The icebound passage beyond is treacherous, but if you are as capable as the battle with Garmir has shown, then it should be a trifling matter. Traverse the passage and travel north through the valley. Kernhold will be impossible to miss. Once there, present my sigil to the guards and ask to speak to the High Chieftain. Tell them Ulfgard sent you, and maybe your head will remain on your shoulders long enough to speak.
Alright, I will seek out your chieftain. Again, I love the quest refusal text. Make your character can just say, nah, that's too dangerous. We killed let's see. One ancient Chthonian horror, one ethereal mastermind, and a nascent god. How the hell would this be too dangerous?
Right?
Not a nascent god, but an imprisoned god. Anyways, market passage, neat. We also got yet another new crafting item, the Frozen Aster. I wonder if I can get stew out of it and make a great delight out of eating aster.
I mean, my butt could be a flower.
Anyways, where were we?
Ow. I'm going up this way.
Yeah, looks like there's a little bit more up this way, and then we have to circle around to grab those rock nests. And a rock. Rocks and rocks. Perfect. Yeah, no, they literally do a skydrop attack. Interesting. Beavers! Beavers! Hippogriffs, they're cute. The beavers are also cute.
Aren't they?
The castorins. Huh.
Or Castorin?
No? Nobody here.
Oh, ultimate only.
God damn it. Alright, everybody, take a shot. Yet another cool thing that's ultimate only. Anyways. So, let's see.
It's up this way.
There's a note somewhere around here, right up here. Ooh, quest objective. Hang on, note. The Wanderer.
Here, while you do that, let me do something really quick. Be right back.
Alright. I journeyed through the frozen wastes, devoid of home and hearth. My people gone, my duty buried beneath the ashes of war. Who the hell is writing this? Anyways. There was no shelter along my path, only the blinding white of untainted snow. Cruel gods denied me a battle death alongside my kin. I walked alone, a warrior without purpose. If blades would not separate my head from my shoulders, then I would let the snow claim me along with my kin, along with my shame. When a blizzard struck with blinding force, its icy winds cutting through flesh and bone like a banshee's cry, I thought my death denied has at last come. As the bitter cold dragged me down amid the swirling snow, I laid myself to rest upon the frozen ground. Snow would be my mound, the stars my final witness. Then a figure appeared through the flurry. Slung across his shoulders was the steaming carcass of a deer he had only moments before brought down. Dropping the beast beside me, he drew his knife and split open its belly. Without hesitation, he tore away a piece of the still warm flesh and offered it to me. Eat and be strong, he said. The cold cannot pierce a body filled with warmth and blood. I admit I hesitated. It did not reach for the offering at first, but as I lay there in snow, I finally saw the Wanderer clearly. His features were cold and angular, his incisors unnaturally sharp. His eyes gleamed a piercing yellow through the storm. The beast's life breath was given willingly that yours might continue, Wojuk, warrior without a tribe. The Wanderer spoke once more. You squander this gift, or you allow its strength to join with yours. Grasped the meat and ate it raw. Then the Wanderer turned and walked away without a word, disappearing into the heart of the blizzard. I watched him leave until his silhouette became one with the cascading snow. I never saw the Wanderer again, but I will never forget his mercy so long as life breath still draws into my lungs. The stag's horns will adorn my helm until I, at long last, meet my destined death. Wojuk? If there's a story about someone, I haven't caught on to who it is yet. It isn't about Wendigo, is it? Hey, zero quest objective over here.
Would you mind dropping your portal real fast?
Yeah, I
so
have my
can,
personal portal down.
Thank you.
Bird nest, melted bird feather, molted bird feather.
I had to log out really fast to fix something.
Ooh, now at night there's a blizzard.
Yeah, and it will slowly be draining our current health. Okay, there's one for me. I guess I need to collect one extra. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, there should be more stuff up here.
Oh, there's a few more rock nests. We should be good. I was worried there were only 3.
No, no. Over this way.
Oh yeah, there's another note. Oh god, it's Scholar Reynard again.
Hell yes, it's Scholar Reynard
And a
again.
dead Kern. I wonder what happened here. Alright, Reynard's notes. Our progress continues at a frustratingly slow pace. Each morning we wait as our guide consults his gods on the best path forward. I'm no closer to achieving my goal than I left friendly lands weeks ago. Even with my untrained eye, I've spotted numerous signs of civilization, path markings, small sites of worship where offerings are made to unknown gods, remnants of temporary camps. Yet Bjorn continuously steers us away from the beaten path. Let's see. He claims the hewn paths too dangerous for travel. 2 nights prior, Bjorn berated and threatened my assistant for attempting to fell a small tree for use as firewood. When I questioned him about it, he would give me no reason, saying only we must not cut any of the trees along the river's edge. As soon as we reach civilization, I plan to hire a new guide and leave before Bjorn can follow. Maybe there was a reason he was doing that. Is that the deal they have with the beavers? The beavers get all the trees along the river's edge and then otherwise leave them alone? I don't know. That's my current working theory.
Let me just grab one more feather up
More
here.
pointless loot. I can pick up another feather. That is funny sometimes. You can pick up more than one. You can pick up more quest objectives than you need, and the rest stay in your inventory forever. It's mildly amusing. I think I have a spare slith charm or 2.
You can drop them on the ground.
Here's the
and they'll
plan.
go
I'll
away
drop
forever.
my portal here. We
Okay.
warp back to Frostvale Highlands Rift, I think. Yes, Frostvale Highlands Rift.
But yeah, you can always just drop the remaining quest items on the ground.
I always forget that.
Vanish.
Or keep them as souvenirs. It's funny.
That is also an option.
Stupid ice birds. There's only room for one ice bird on this mountain.
Watch yourself out there, low
Hi, Aelin. You've returned. Do you have the feathers? I have them here. Oh, these are just what Knockin' needs. Thanks, Lowlander. Truth be told, I thought asking you was a futile effort, but you came through for us. Don't know much in way of thanks, but perhaps this herb will come be used to you. A frozen aster is a rare sight among these peaks, but it's highly potent. May I talk look kindly upon you just from generosity, Lowlander? Travel safe. Well, I hope Knockin' makes it. Amatalk, for those who need to keep notes at home, again, handy-dandy devotion constellation, which once again reveals huge chunks of the game if you know where to look. Amatalk, the Spirit of Winter, which actually I took, because, hey, boosts a crap ton of cold damage. Neat. All right, let's get out of here. Now we take Dominet's portal.
Yep, back to your portal. Hooray! Daisy chain. Alright, it should just be a straight shot
Benefits
up
of traveling
to...
with friends.
Oh wait, there's one more note, and then... But that's on the way.
Yeah, we're kind of...
It's pretty
Ooh,
linear
pretty.
from here. 83 pretty...
There's a hidden path somewhere nearby with hidden remains. I don't really care. What the hell? He's undead.
They might
They
be the undead.
I wonder if they're part of the same faction as the other undead, the Arcovians. Huh, I wonder how that was programmed. Anyways. Ooh, icicle breaking. Ooh.
Why are you even bothering to fight them?
Good question.
Oh, turn them up here.
Blood and ice. And a chest. Full of more worthless money. Blood and ice. My 16th winter, I, Takan, make my lone blood pilgrimage to Frostvale. Excuse you, skeletons, I'm trying to read. It is only the second time I've performed the rite of blood and ice, but I'm proud that Algir feels I'm ready to do it alone. Proud and heavy with burden, for I feel my father's gaze upon me. It's my great honor to offer my lifeblood to the ritual stones. A small bit of my blood to renew the bonds of kin, and keep the way home lit for the spirits trapped beneath the ice. I do this for all our fallen. It is my greatest honor to do this for my father, still lying beneath the snow. One day, the ice will thaw, and we can perform the proper burial rites. My father will cross beyond the veil to be reunited with Mother. When at last I draw my final life breath, I will see him again. Until then, I will do my duty. Neat! Hey, we're only 6 shrines short of the max. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, you can get almost all the shrines now. Thanks to all the expansions, you can get pretty much all the devotion points just on normal difficulty. You used to have to, I believe, get into ultimate if you're only doing Acts 1 through 4. You have to do like normal and elite and ultimate.
Maybe it's just normal and elite.
Skeleton with a great sword that has leap attacks?
Yeah, they're adding some variety in here.
Oh, right, because this expansion included the dodge button, and they want you to use it now. God, I know some gamers online are bitching about this DLC, because, oh, it's too hard now, you have to use the dodge button. This is now just an action game for Zoomers. Oh, I don't know how spacebar works. People, especially all the people complaining, they're the ones playing on Ascendant difficulty. Of course it's hard. Whoa, hold on. Holy crap, that's a rogue dungeon opening. Whoa. Ready. Where are we? The Icebound Passage. You are now entering the Icebound Passage.
Ah, Yeti.
Sounds like a Gauntlet reference.
Oh, right, we just run past.
It's cool in here. The same blacksmith appears twice. I guess one is normal, one is ultimate.
I have no idea. Well, maybe I have an idea.
Or is it random which location they're in? Weird.
I'm not gonna lie, I draw a blank there. Yeah, and the blacksmith isn't in either position right now.
Jogging up the ultimate.
Oh, wait, I have an idea, but it's not gonna be until later.
We have to go down and around, don't we, or some crapola, or use some item we don't have yet. Oh, gods, they did make another kind of dynamite, did they? Oh, these things are cute. Oh, it's the Briarthorn critters from Ashes of Monmouth, but now they're AC.
Yeah, rhyme thorns.
Oh, no, they're not from Ashes of Monmouth, they're just from the base game. They're from, they originally found south of Homestead, in that area where we're doing quests for the Black Legion.
Yep.
And here we are. No, Icebound Passage Part 2.
Yep.
That learned me to not look more careful.
Ah, actually a little bit of damage.
Yeah, so I should pay more attention.
Yeah, probably stop It's my fault for stopping to actually like fight things.
There's one note and one boss. Oh, it's our good buddy Scarlet Raynor.
Hey,
All
made
right,
it all
how's
the
he
way
being
up
a
here.
racist asshole this time? Ooh, interesting writing. I forgot the icons for the letters now. Now they have a little mark at the bottom. Neat. I grow more suspicious of our guide as the days pass. Though unfamiliar with the lay of the land, I'm quite positive our intended destination, some citadel called Kernhold, was northwest of Fort Icon. Yet by my calculations, we continue to travel due north along the river's edge. When I confronted Bjorn about her route, he refused to address my concerns and was quick to point out that I have very little experience in the wild, a fact I cannot refute. Worse yet, my citizen Buxley wandered off in the early hours of the morning. I suspect he intended to bathe himself in a nearby stream. He left his furs in a heap near his bedroll. I certainly can't blame him. It's been several days since I have bathed, and I fear the scent of these putrid furs may never wash off. Unfortunately, it seems he's gone and gotten himself lost. I fear for the boy. His nature is softer than my own. Ever so helpful, our guide Bjorn refuses to search for Buxley, claiming the gods forbade us to leave our path, or some such foolishness. Even now, I've ordered us to hold in camp till Buxley's return. Bjorn grumbles and curses, cutting me down with his eyes as he sharpens his weapon. His weapon, which I'd not noticed before, is nothing more than a humble stick. A stick which he insists on sharpening daily. I once observed him using his teeth to peel pieces from it until he caught me watching and resumed the task with a jagged rock. He's a strange folk indeed. I hope not to leave Buxley behind. We will soon continue our journey. I must reach Kernhold, so that I may complete my task here and return to the comfort and safety of the Empire. Gee, I wonder what happened to him. What happened to both the Buxley and this guy? Oh, hey. Hello, Fawn Everkeep.
I'd make a Skyrim reference, but that's the
You look like a 2/3 the health of most of the bosses we fought up to now. I was expecting 1.6 million. Whatever. And a desiccated husk with more worthless loot. It's so funny to hit this point of the game where it's just worthless money. On the plus side, man, these stones are cool, pretty. Look at these cool things. Oh, this one has ivy and like flowers growing on it. That's cute. Screenshot. All right, moving on.
pretty. Actually, I think we're gonna go down this way.
I can leap down.
Oh, I didn't even know it let you do that.
Yeah, leap will occasionally let you cheese it like that. And off we go. Doo-doo-doo. Ooh, now it's getting greener.
Mm-hmm. There we are. Let's go.
Oh,
Pretty.
pretty. So pretty. Now, is there a note somewhere around here? Emerge from the passage into the valley below. Neat. Deer. Elk. Sorry, not deer. Elk. There's a difference.
Ungulate.
There's some...
Hoofed mammal.
No, wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Never mind. Rift. I ripped.
And then over this
Up
way.
here... I was confusing the exit for this. Ooh, cool. Whoa. A house. With people. Wild. A note
There's
and a
snow
person.
outside.
A what?
There's snow outside the house.
Weird. And a tree. Alright, what's the note say? The Gastoran Flood. Remembered in the tales of the eldest ancestors, Lothulak the Hunter was born among a tribe now forgotten, who dwelt upon the banks of the Volga River. One spring, when the river should have run fierce and full, its waters dwindled day by day until only a trickle remained. until only trickle remained. Typo, writers, you forgot a preposition. Only a trickle remained. Anyways. Troubled by this omen, the tribe sent a band of hunters to seek the river's source and learn what had become of its waters. Among them traveled the young Lotholak, already renowned for his skill with the bow. After a day's journey, they beheld a mighty barrier of timber unlike anything the Kern had ever seen. Upon it sat many Castorans, watching, as they had awaited the hunters' coming. As the hunters drew near, the Castorans scurried to either side and, working together, drew huge logs acting as pins from the heart of the structure. At once, the dam burst open, unleashing a roaring wall of water and loose timber. The hunters fled, but none could outrun the flood. Only the Lotholak survived, having scaled the tallest tree he could find. Though the torrent tore the tree from the earth, it endured long enough to bear him downstream until the waters calmed. At last, Lotholak reached dry land and made his way home. Yet where his village had stood, nothing remained but mud. No hall, no hearth, nor any trace of his people could be found. The flood had claimed them all. There, amid the ruin of his tribe, Lotholak swore a mighty oath. He would become the greatest hunter the Kern had ever known, and for every soul lost to the cursed Castorans, 100 of their kind would fall by his hand. So for everyone that fell, he would bring them hundreds of beavers.
Yeah, it's really funny how you're making the references earlier, and it's like, oh, hey, there's a note up here.
Yeah, I'm going to call this a hundreds of beavers reference.
Right?
Anyways, hi Maldorf, are you voiced?
What are you doing in my house?
Only partially as usual. I've got enough troubles as it is, just get out. Why is it so cold around you? Oh, you've noticed, have you? I'll have you know it's a curse. A curse. It was my wife, Lenarith. Well, ex-wife now. Neither of us wanted the marriage, but it was arranged by our parents. Lenarith always seemed a bit unstable, but my family was poor, and my father believed marriage would do me good. Shows what he knew. Figured we would not be a match, but I never took her for a hag. After our wedding, she bewitched my dog into a deer and chased him away. When I insisted she turn him back, she became violent and stormed out into a blizzard. One of the worst storms I've seen in years. I can still hear her chilling words carried upon the wind, maybe forever lost in the cold and dark. Wow. Can, I help? You do that? For a complete stranger? I've come to accept this curse to be with me forever. I know Lenarith now lives in Kernhold. Can't get near the beloved city without my hands turning to ice. Please, speak to her on my behalf. I doubt she even remembers me anymore. Maybe she'll take mercy and remove this dreaded curse. I'll see what I can do. Wow. That's wild.
Muy fuzz. I probably peeked the mic there.
Alright, I need to take a break to get some water, because this reading takes a lot out of me. 1 minute.
Sure thing.
And we are back. Hello again.
Yay.
Alright, here we are in this
Onward.
pretty valley where we hopefully won't freeze to death. Now, if, let's see, we just head north.
Yeah, pretty much just follow the road, really. Excuse me, pardon me.
What the hell? Hey,
Asterkarn
these are new.
Titans. Something, something, prepare for Titan.
And an Asterkarn Behemoth.
Nah, they're not that big. Bonk. Knock, knock. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Oh, got a thing up here. Ooh, and a boss. Ow. Ow.
We found Egron World Breaker.
Okay, I'm taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah,
This
it's all
dude
the
gets
ads
hard.
around him.
Ah. Yeah, I'm trying to clean up the ads around here. Oh, there he goes.
Sheep.
Okay,
An
back over this way.
unusual ledger.
Hey.
We found a quest item, a ledger of weapons and other metal implements indicating they were originally bound for Kernhold. Definitely not something that would typically be found amongst Grobel belongings. We already established before, Grobels can't write. Or if they do, their written language is not that complex. Whoa, hello, Junast. Hang on, we have company.
There we
Where were we?
Hello there, friend.
Not the voice I was expecting. Thanks for getting me out of that cage. Not every day you run into a lowlander, much less one saving your life. I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend me a hand one more time, eh? What else could I do? You see, I'm a courier. I was making my way out of Kernhold to deliver a crate of weapons to a settlement down south. You probably never heard of it, being an Irulian, but it's an important border town. Trouble started almost immediately when I ran into a pack of Grobels. One group is no big deal. They usually scatter as soon as you pick one off. I was unprepared for the larger ambush down the road. Little thieves made off with my delivery. Locked me in here for gods know what reason. Probably keeping my meat fresh for later. That is until you happened along. Yeah, I'm beat, so I'll be returning to Kernhold and calling it a loss. But if you recover that crate for me, I'll pay you a finder's fee. What do you say? Wait a minute. Were you smuggling weapons to the Grobels, Junas? That's a mighty bold accusation from a lowlander. Why don't we talk about it in Kernhold after you get the crate? Oh, for fuck's sake. Stop trying to smuggle weapons to the Grobels. It always ends bad.
But he's just a lone courier, sending not just a package, but a message. Underneath the flags of the bear and the bull.
Man, we've got to stream that game at some point. I need to figure out how to get that game running modded on Linux, which I understand is apparently a heroic effort, because of course getting the game modded is already a chore and a half. Getting it modded on Linux is even harder, but boy is it worth it. Oh, hello, weapons crate.
Hey, there's a box. Box.
Weapons crate. Made by Crate Entertainment, no less. You'll notice the game has crates are a running gag once in a while in this game. I wonder why.
Look, I mean, come on, you know, if your game company is called Crate Entertainment, you can put some crates around.
Let's see, not one but two notes around here.
Let's see.
A current corpse with another unusual ledger. Is this just the same thing?
That might be a repeat, like a possible spawn point. You can check it though. Here, I'll follow you.
Hang on, that's there, whoop. It's supposed to be right here. Yeah, it's supposed to be right here, so I guess second spawn point. Weird. Gods, where to begin? Okay, first, hug this side. There's supposed to be... Oh, wait, let me guess. Ultimate?
Ultimate only.
God damn it.
Yep.
Alright, never mind. Back. We're gonna kind of cut straight east.
Yeah.
Through hundreds of beavers. Alright, oh look, it's more Scarlet Reynolds notes. Alright, chat, place your bets now. Does he die this entry, or does he finally learn he's being an idiot this entry? Let's find out. Reynolds notes, entry 4. The unimaginable has happened. Less than an hour's walk from camp, we found what was left of him. Buxley's body lay face down on the bank of the river. At first he appeared like a small bear or some similarly sized creature, but as soon as he drew closer I knew for sure it was him. I could see his bright blonde hair curling out from beneath the dark brown fizz which I was quite positive he'd left in camp earlier that morning. As I drew closer and turned over his body, I was assaulted by a vision that will stain my mind's eye for the remainder of my days. He was posed on all fours like an animal, his arms and legs chewed off at the joints. His front teeth torn from his mouth, a look of mortal terror fixed to his face by the permanence of death. Around his body, along the bank of the river, countless trees had been felled. The stumps left oddly pointed like rows of defensive spikes. I fear this is some sort of message, though decoding its purpose is beyond me. Bill refuses to let us tend to the body. He just stands there at the edge of the clearing, staring blankly up the river. I can hear him even now, muttering to himself in some language I do not know. There are 3 of us now, with the passing of Buxley. Despite what has happened, we must gather ourselves. We must continue our mission. It is my charge to gather and deliver this intelligence to the Empire, and I will not fail. Indeed, it is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Sorry if my accent for our friend Reynard keeps changing. I can't decide on which British accent I want to use. I fear this is some sort of message, though decoding its purpose is beyond me. Probably something along the line. Hey, Reynard, I believe the message is something along the lines of, "Don't fuck with the trees near the river, or we will fucking kill you," and send a message. And possibly turn you into a werebeaver. Hang on, that last part sounds awesome. And
yeah, this scholar, for being a scholar, he doesn't sound very polite.
So here we have a house that's been burned to the ground and is still burning with the strange video game Eternal Fires, but whatever. Sorker Saga Part 1. Oh boy, another multi-part one. I wonder where the rest are. The Epic of Sorkar. Okay. Sorry, I gotta start summarizing this one because I didn't realize there's yet another multi-part written thing. Alright.
Hey, you wanted lore.
The saga of Bal Aigun, whose name was once Sorkar, and whose strength was known before he knew his own shadow. As an infant, he gripped with such force that wood split and stone groaned beneath his grasp. When he first found his feet and strode unsteadily into the world, he fell into the village well. The villagers heard splashing, snarling, and then silence. And the child returned. He climbed from the well, slick with blood, not his own, bearing the carcasses of giant rats across his small shoulders. The stones of the well were still scored from where his fingers had found purchase. Wow. When from the horizon swarmed ravens the size of war horses, their beaks and claws thrashing in the darkness. Panic seized the village, but Sorkar did not flee. He strode into the storm of wings, seized the beasts from the air, shattered their beaks in his grasp, and dashed their bodies upon the rock. He looked upon him not as one man, but as a force of nature given flesh. Wow, it is said... Ooh. Got 2 people in marriage. He was granted both their hands in marriage, for it was said no single life could contain him. No single bond could match the magnitude of his being. Wow, kudos for Polly. Okay, so they have their own Superman / Captain America mythos of just, yeah, no, when this kid was like 1 year old, he beat a bunch of giant rats to death with his bare hands.
Hercules,
and then climbed back out of the well.
Story.
Oh, gods. Anyways, where were we? That's it for notes around here. There's one more note up there. Oh, buddy! Rabbit! Rabbit! Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Oh, no! Oh, no, we can attack the rabbit! Why must I attack everything I touch? I'm cursed!
Meta, stop killing Jay.
No!
We need him alive. He's the only one who knows how to run the channel.
one more note right around. Hang on, if that's 2 rocks.
Here we are.
Here. The Drunkard's Hearth. What's this, anyways? Ooh, that's not too bad. You know, that's actually a really damn good offhand. I might hold on to that.
Are you looting blues again?
Yes.
Stop looting blues.
Drunkard's Hearth. From the ruminations of Einar, the drunken scald. The frigid god demands it, from icy throne commands it. An open hearth he proclaims, with mead and soups and leaping flames. On coldest nights when drunkards roam, he demands an open home. And so I search for place to rest. Of drunken fools, I am the best. Kick-ass! They also had drunk bards. Good.
Yeah, for those who don't know, scalds are effectively bards.
I don't know the exact etymology, but yeah, it's basically a Scandinavian word for bard. Back in Pathfinder 1E, they were the hybrid barbarian bard class, and they were really damn good. They could make everyone else rage with their songs. It was awesome.
I know, and it's a shame they didn't come back in Second Ed.
Yeah, Second Ed doesn't have the power budget for them.
Oh, well, moving on.
Your presence here is an insult.
Lowlander, you stand at the gates of Kernhold. You are not welcome. Turn back now. I love what we can do. I bear of consider, or but I wanna enter. Oh gods. Alright, let's be more practical.
Now, just flash your tail at him. That'll get you in for sure.
I bear Ulfgarn's sigil. Ulfgarn?
Flash that bird ass.
Ulfgarn gave you his mark. How do I know did you not just murder him for the honor, eh? You'll just have to trust me. Trust is not easily earned here. But you bear the mark, so you may enter, Lowlander. I'll warn you though, should anyone within these walls come to harm by your hand, the rocks will be picking your bones off the mountainside by dawn's light. I'm not here to hurt anyone. I will not drop my weapon first. I'm a bird. What weapon? Hooray for unarmed attacks and spells. Alright. Ooh, this is one of the more elaborate towns. Look at this big giant wall. Wow, this is actually impressive. Ooh, both gates open. How very nice of them. Alright, let's see our new, I believe, home away from home, Kernhold. So you'll notice every DLC has its own home base. I believe this one is based on the map. Holy crap, yes it is. Hey, you guys like notes?
Really
Chat? Y'all like notes? We have notes. 1.
Yeah, there's a lot of notes.
Go on, chat. Guess. Guess how many notes are in this whole place. Let's count. 2. Do I hear 3? Here's 3. Do I hear 4? Alright, let me go pick all this up.
Yeah, it's a big place, isn't it? And it's so pretty!
God, this is huge! Yeah, this is... Oh, man,
That's
the
so
developers
gorgeous.
really kind of pulled out all the stops with this one. Sheesh. Here's...
Yeah, they really
okay,
wanna
is this
go up.
4 or 5? I think this is 4. Yep, it's 4. If you listen to music, is the main menu music. 5 is below us?
Below us. Yep, it's below us.
Do. Here's all of our vendors. Wow, look at this place.
Mm-hmm.
This is wild. Here's 6.
The stairs here.
Yep, stairs here. Doo. Here's 7 is right next to Potion Guy. There it is. Oh, potions. I've heard about these. Here's 8. I think it's 8.
I believe you are correct.
All right, chat. The correct answer was 8. All right, let me drop some crap off.
Not to mention all the other NPCs to talk to, quests to get, quests to turn in. There's a list here.
And they have another one, smuggler.
Safe storage, no questions
All right, let's read through these 8 notes we found. Oh, wait, more of them from Einar the Drunken Skald. Okay, never mind. This is awesome. War of the Meads. From deepest bottle poured my foes. Their blood from cup and tankard flows. I plot my battle plans at first. No spear or shield, I wield my thirst. Great heroes brace and stand their ground. But one by one I drink them down. I find myself at battle's end, lying on the ground again. Alright, never mind. This guy's awesome. That is incredible. Okay.
Oh, just keep going.
Devs, whoever was doing the writing for this guy, awesome. Einar is now my new favorite character. Is he in this, like, actually in this game? I never gods, I'd shake his hand if I could find him. And next one. Oh dear. Ahem. Dark road strode I boldly, boot shot brisk and steady. Stallion's leavings lay in waiting, soft and foul days fermenting. Heels sank deep in horses' apples, forest green with dark round dapples. Curses split the evening air. A fool I am now, standing here. A fool I am now, standing here. There, better cadence. Oh, gods.
Well, they can't all be winners.
Another one from the ruminations of Einar the Drunken Skald. Is titled Damn the Sun. After many battles won, with mead and wench and nighttime fun, I lie beneath this spinning sky, feeling like I'll maybe die. Release of sleep, my only hope. I close my eyes and try to cope. When over mountain creeps her gaze, burning bright her ceaseless blaze, she beckons all who sleep to wake, to take up arms for war to make. They rise again and her to pray, thankful for another day. A cheerful verse I will not sing, my drunken eyes her daylight stings. I'll craft a rhyme finely spun to simply say, damn the sun. Okay, this guy's awesome. Are there more of these? Oh god, there's at least one more. Heck yes. Okay, like, gods, 4 of these are just from Einar.
Right?
Fairest Maiden, from the ruminations of Einar, the Drunken Skald. My swimming eyes spied fairest maid, from finest things her form was made. Her face a place for men to rest, her bosom stands among the best. I am making my way across the room, when what stopped me short a godly boom. Before me stood the Lord of Beasts, a wolf, a man, a god at least. He thinks to claim my fairest prize, to charm her with his godly lies. Sword and shield I'd bring to bear, to fell the god just standing there. He raised his hand to strike me down, when on his face there grew a frown. Pity he bestowed on me, like itching dog spares biting flea. A spell he cast to clear my mind, of ale and mead and finest wine. With sober sight, my eyes grew big. This fairest maid, she was a pig.
Wah, wah.
Yes! Mogdra getting sobered this guy up just to stop him from seducing the local pig. Hell yes! Alright, what is this? Oh, hang on. Now, on a completely unrelated news, Hydar's warning. I don't know who this drunken fool thinks he is, rambling on about kings and gods, filling the ears of the willing with his filth and lies. He appeared not more than a week ago, stumbling in from the forest, reeking of cheap meat and urine. He lay there at the gate for 3 days, pissing himself and yelling at worms, until one cold night, some fool took pity on him and let him in. Damn Amatok. Now he graces this court like a foul infection, spewing his wine-soaked tales. He claims to have the meat of poets, and so holds court with a chieftain. What madness has overtaken this place? I will not stand for this. Einar must be removed. If they will not see reason, I will hire a mercenary to capture him and drag him back to the wilds where he belongs. Hydar, Hand of Thane Vilgar. I guess he's not the most popular man in town.
Why would you want to kill the fun, though? I mean, okay, it might be a problem for, like, everybody else who has to deal with him, but still.
Everyone's a critic these days. Okay, so this guy's basically Socrates was a poet. Awesome. By the way, Socrates was also kind of an asshole. There's a reason the other Greeks killed him.
I think you mean Diogenes?
And Socrates.
Socrates was more thoughtful. Diogenes was more like the straight up, like, offensive, but also
kind of an
not
asshole.
wrong.
He's the one when he was put on trial for basically pissing everyone off one too many times. He said they should just give him free room and board instead. They said fuck no and killed him.
Well, they gave him the option to be exiled, and he said, nah, just kill me instead.
Anyways. What else is in here? Sorkar Saga Part 2. Okay, so this is Sorkar, the guy who apparently at 1 year old beat up a bunch of giant rats, and at like 15 years old beat the crap out of a bunch of giant crows by, and I quote, grabbing them, breaking their beaks with his bare hands, and then hucking them to the ground. Alright. The second saga. Word of Sorkar's deeds rose from the hearths to the high halls of the gods, and the pride soured. His strength rivaled their own, yet jealousy, that ancient ember, found breath among them. Unable to break him, they chose to bind him. They offered him Alma, daughter of Ulo, keeper of the waters, and summoned him to their lodge beyond where the sacred waters gather to form the Volder River. There they tested him with frost, flame, and ancient riddles. He did not bow. If we cannot unmake you, they decreed, we shall name you. And beneath the circling stars, Sorkar was given a new name, Bal Aigen. Not merely man, not yet god, something forged between. But Bal Aigen did not linger long in the halls of cloud and storm. For below, the world groaned, and from the spilled blood of the great annihilator rose fiends without number. Bal Aigen descended to hunt them. In the plains he faced Orgok Sul, the colossal hound born of the dying god's severed hand. For 3 days they battled beneath the breath of the gods, rending the forest and mountains to their foundations. Thus began his war against the Void Spawn, a war that would test whether the gods had raised a champion, or unleashed something greater. Oh, we now have a word for this. An Ascendant. We've heard of this phenomenon before, of a mortal having very strange, not quite godlike powers, but something beginning to approach it. Because Inquisitor Creed was mentioning Olgrim might be an Ascendant. Alright. And then, oh god, it's another one. Elmira's Envy Part 1. Hearken and attend the tale of Elmira's sin, for it is the story of our end. Let it be a lesson written in blood and sorrow, a warning against the poison of envy and the folly of bargaining with shadows. For I, Halvor, last skald of the Avangar Kern, commit this cursed tale as the final record of our tribe. All Kern know well the great wealth of the Avangar, wrought from the pelts of lowly Castorans. A great hall gilded with Arcovian gold was a marvel of the Kern. Our cookpots always full, our herd stock plentiful, and our weapons keen for the hunt. Chieftain Vorlog was a man of strength. His 2 daughters his pride. Lyra, the younger one, as beautiful and lithe as a mountain flower, was bound to Divid, the handsome son of a Castoran pelt trader whose wealth flowed like the northern rivers. But Almera, the older sister, felt she should have married first, and she watched them with eyes green as a serpent's, her heart a nest of vipers. On a moonless night, Almera crept, not to her bed, but to a forest clearing where the cursed standing stones of the Forgotten Ones still stood, a dark memorial to time beyond record. There, she whispered her desire to the darkness, and the darkness answered. A shadow with crimson embers for eyes coiled around her soul, promising Diffid's embrace in exchange for her firstborn child. The fool, blinded by lovesickness and envy, agreed. What came to her in the ruins wore Diffid's face, but it was not him. It was a vessel of rot, a hollow thing that left a seed of damnation in her womb. Oh, great. How's this one gonna end?
It's going to end with someone getting totes preggers.
Okay, so what we heard is, if you're going to have sex with a shadow monster, bring protection.
Well, no, I mean, they did promise that she would have a, what's his name, and, they didn't lie.
Alright, finally, the Apothecary's Journal. Ah, on the subject of frozen aster, these daisy-like flowers have yellow centers that may become reddish with age. Surrounded by many blue or violet florets, they have flowering stems that have leaves like needles, which tend to be horizontal in nature. They're like a pine tree? Needle-like leaves, or just very thin. I guess some flowers do that. Anyways, well, clearly a hardy plant, as frozen aster is able to survive and thrive in the highest snowy reaches of Astakarn Mountains. Successfully harvesting an aster requires a delicate and skilled hand that is shunned to the weight and brutality of a berserker's axe. Only a trained herbalist armed with the finest sharpened scythes forged by an artisan's will can hope to harvest this delicate plant with reliable success. Any measure of excess force will be met with a crumpled specimen bereft of its extraordinary properties. Man, Asterix would have this shit worked out in minutes.
Just get your botany level up, you'll be fine.
Or, who's the druid who runs his village? The one who actually has the golden sickle based on a loose interpretation of actual druidic rituals?
Druidics. There. Druidic Tracy.
Dick
Now,
Tracy may have actually been
talk about the
around the same time
weapons.
period of Asterix. No, I think Dick Tracy was before then. Anyway, sorry, what was the question?
Well, I'll just say, like, we could talk to Junast, and you may want to, but maybe don't quite turn it in just yet.
Okay, is there something else I should do first?
Well, what's this guy?
Hello, Thane Olger.
I'm watching you, Lowlander.
Oh, there's another way to do this quest. Hey, Thane. Oh, we can call the cops on him. Perfect. Hopefully the cops will actually do their, actual job of, like, catching criminals and not just, shooting people and claiming self-defense. But anyways. Hey, Thane Olger, I found some stolen weapons. Is that so? Among the Grobles, by any chance? Why, yes. We've suspected someone inside Colonel has been smuggling weapons to these vermin for some time. This may be the final piece we need to nail the mudlicker. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Bounty seems suitable for their safe return. Why, thank you. Whoa! An inventory bag. Holy shit.
Yep, number 5.
Wow. New inventory bag.
Which I believe is the last one?
At
least I haven't gotten any more than that.
Where, like, now, if you do the same quest on Elite, you might get yet another inventory bag? I'm not sure.
At least I didn't on my other character. Alrighty, a few more people to talk to around here. So I'm gonna go grab some food while that happens.
Yeah. Alright, first of all. So now I have to run around town again, but this time actually look for exclamation points and not just go chasing book fragments. Even is, where are those guys' awesome notes? Okay, they're all under Survivor's Kern. Noted. Alright, even if it is written by Einar, the Drunken Skull, who is now the best character in this whole damn game. A spirit guide and a what the fuck? Sorry, Chad, I just want my language more, but like, earn the trust of the Kern to access the Ascension Altar. I have no idea what that is. Huh. Alright, so what I'm gonna start back at the base of the village and work my way up. So here we are back at the entrance. Back in we go. A few people over here. Do you have quests? No? Okay. Ooh, doing some fishing. Neat. Do you have a quest? Well, you have a star. Who are you again? Chillborn Curse. Oh yeah, this is Leonard, the girl who cursed her husband, I guess? Kind of wild. She turned his dog into a deer and then cursed him to die in the cold.
What are you bothering me for, Lowlander?
Hey, do you know a man named Maldorf? Her expression darkens. What about him? Can you tell me what happened between you two? He's scum through and through. Muldorf was only ever interested in garnering wealth, especially if he didn't have to work for it. His proudest moment was convincing my wealthy family he'd be a fitting match for me. I could tell what kind of man he was the moment we met, but nobody listened to my objections. After we were wed, he would lock me in the cabin while he went off to blow the dowry on meat and betting on bones. If I had to break out, he would lash out, sometimes violently. He would make wild accusations whenever anything went wrong in his life, always blaming me. So one chilling winter's night, I had enough. I grabbed a knife and rammed it into his thigh. While he screamed after me, I grabbed his keys and fled into a blizzard. I barely made it to Curtain Hold alive. I haven't seen Muldorf since then. I assumed he got lost in the storm or decided I wasn't worth the trouble anymore. Then I heard stories about the curse, and I could not stop smiling. The gods were looking out for me that night. So you did not curse him? No, wouldn't know the first thing about it. My grandmother Kryn, though, she's a mystic and a bit unhinged, if I'm being honest. She might know more. I'd like to speak with her. I don't know why you're so interested in Muldorf. Well, my grandmother lives alone on the outskirts of Kernhold, past the Eastern Gate. You won't be able to get there past the High Chieftain's blessing. Well, when I'm out that way, I will speak to her. Okay, so this is yet another quest where we are getting two wildly different stories, and I'm beginning to suspect the first party in all this might not have been telling the truth. As it turns out, the guy was kind of an asshole and kind of abusive, and probably got what he deserved.
What's that Japanese movie from the 1950s called? Starts with an R.
Anyways. Oh, I forgot to actually grab the rift here.
You keep getting different stories from different people.
Rashomon plot.
Thank you.
A more recent film version, although I guess, oh god, even that's 20 years old by now, is the film Hero. Same concept.
Oh man, everybody in high school was raving about that movie.
Alright.
I mean, to be fair, it's a Jet Li action movie. What do you want?
Anyone over
When you're in high
here
school,
have
that
any
is.
quests?
Oh sure, don't bother with, the gorgeous atmosphere like the wonderful people. We're just here for
I know,
quests.
the beautiful atmosphere. Look, this is very pretty. The developers, man, again, it is impressive. I will
mean,
remind
look at
people,
all
this
this.
game is running on an engine from 2006 and a graphics style that came out in 2016. This is 10, basically,
Yeah,
graphics here are 10 years old.
10 to 20, yeah. It's crazy.
All right, let us talk Ygra, High Chieftain of the Kern. Cool. Ooh, and look
Hey.
at the wolf. Look
Hey,
at
you
the
know that-
pretty wolf friend.
You know that lady we keep seeing on the loading screen for Fangs of Astrakarn?
Yeah, I think we found her.
Mm-hmm.
The giant wolf companion of the current High Chieftain growls as you approach. Okay, I'll take a few steps back. Wolf not like Burb. Noted. Alright, Ygra, what's going on?
So you are the one from Erulon. How interesting. In another time, maybe I would claim you and keep you as a curiosity. Study you so as to learn more of our great enemy to the south. But all things have changed. The Erulon Empire is shattered, and a war between ancient powers threatens all life, binding humankind together. These are days of great purpose. What is your purpose, traveler?
Ulfgarm bid me to speak to you. I carry his mark.
The ever-vigilant Ulfgarn has granted you this honor personally. Ulfgarn is not a man whose approval is easily won. If you've come to speak, then speak.
Let's review. Well, originally I was going to go find the missing scouts. I guess we already did that. Hey, that reminds me. After this, should probably go back to Fort Icon and check on how those scouts are doing. I just realized we never actually checked in on those poor bastards. Anyways, I want to find the source of the corruption.
The Kern have long contended with this evil. Though its tendrils spread far, it is deeply rooted here in Osterkarn. Yes, you may see its nature for yourself if you wish. I will allow it. The guards at the Eastern Gate will not deny you. Pass through the gate and follow the river north towards Ulos Springs. A defiled site of profaned rituals we call Guardian Sorrow is not far from here. If you truly wish to learn the truth, then witness its horrors firsthand.
Very well.
Well, Lowlander, did you
Doggo still giant white wolf still does not like us. Noted.
Doggo.
One day, I will pet the doggo. Oh, look at all this stuff. It's so pretty. Man. Wild.
Right?
How about over here? Alright, you know what? Let's get this out of the way. I invoke the ancient... What's the ancient invocation from the days of Ultima? Name, job, quest.
Tread carefully, Lowlander.
Let's see, he's a deeper one. Hang on. Lowlander, rumors are already spreading about your arrival in Kernhold. I do not know your aims, but the chieftain has granted you passage, so your purpose here must lie beyond the gates, where shadows gather. You can go where we cannot. You can fight back the chthonic corruption spreading in the north. I implore you, please help us. What can I do? Darkness has long sought to infect Astrakarn's heart, but it has never come this close to succeeding. The shrines we erected in honor of our gods and ancestors serve as wards against this evil, but many have remained dormant, without offerings made in months or even years. You have the High Chieftain's permission and may pass through the northern gates unhindered. Please, travel to our sacred sites and make offerings of prayer and frozen aster. Alright, there's another running gag. Make offerings of prayer and frozen ass. The shrines may not thwart what ails our land, but they will lessen Karen's pain. I will do what I can. Alright, we need 3 frozen aster, and if I'm counting correctly, we have 2 so far. I will see if I can farm more, maybe off stream. How about in here? Well, there's a whole ton of merchants. And just other people. Wow. Neat way to do it from a market.
So many people to talk to.
We found the veggies.
Yay! Do those even grow up here? I mean, if not,
apparently,
I can fix that.
there's probably a few that can survive the climb. There's some cold adapted plants like that. Aha! Now, you see this cauldron? You see this alchemist? This herb tender? I can guess where this is going.
Something ails you?
Herbs and poultices for sale. Treat your warts, boils, and relationships. Relationships? You'd be surprised by how much can be resolved by a hint of fine-smelling herbs in your monthly soak. Need help with someone in particular? I should not have asked. I see. No, you need something else, something more potent. I do want to trade in snake oil, my dear. Peek into my cauldron and I can create something just for you. What can you do for me? Almost anything if you carry the right formulas. Even the flask can make a world of difference in the final product. Alchemy is a wondrous art with nigh limitless potential. One might just get creative and willing to experiment. Do you wish to try? Just tell me what you want mixed inside my cauldron. Yes, please. Whoa, quest complete on the spot.
Come over here and mix my cauldron, baby.
We have access to the cauldron. It has exactly the same things we used to have. I suspect we'll be picking up more essences as we go, especially since, spoilers, this mechanic was introduced in Fangs for Astrakarn. So we're probably picking up more stuff in Fangs of Astrakarn. Oh, alright. About up here. Nope. Y'all just hanging out? Good talk. And lastly, down here. Whoa! Mammoth! 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 Pet the mammoth.
Right?
Pet the mammoth. Pet the mammoth. Goria? Nice mammoth.
Greetings, traveler.
Oops. Watch your step, Lowlander. Mammoths are gentle giants unless roused into battle, but they seldom fret themselves with who they might step on. Yeah, that sounds like a typical night with Domodat.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing as well. I did say sorry about that one time. And the second time. And, anyway.
Alright, one more quest. Viscera Guldur. Guldur.
Sorry to bother you, Lowlander.
I couldn't help but notice you going in and out of Kernhold, Lowlander. You have the High Chieftain's favor, don't you? You're allowed to travel beyond the springs? That's right. It's probably not right for me to ask, but Olo teaches us renewal is possible if only we persevere. You have the Chieftain's trust, so you must be capable. I need someone that can enter the ruins of Utak Kunar. What are you hoping to find in a ruined village? Well, that's my plight. we had a cottage there. It was once an idyllic place, but the Bloodbound's reaches stretched far beyond the dread wastes. The rest of my family was adamant they would stand their ground, but I feared we would be overwhelmed, and I fled alone. It's been many moons since then, and travel north is now forbidden. There's no question my family's cottage was consumed in the conflict, and the Bloodbound do not spare innocents. I beg you, I only have a few meager personal belongings and nothing to remember my family by. If you're headed there anyways, please check the ruins and retrieve my father's shield. It's a sentimental piece, but it should serve me well in the battles ahead. I will recover your heirloom. Again, the note text. I'm not risking my life for a trinket. Son, we've risked our lives for trinkets way less valuable than this. We just did like every single rogue dungeon basically for no reason. I'm pretty sure we can go get a damn shield. And we are now allowed to pass through these gates into the Volder River.
Pretty.
It's so pretty.
Always pretty.
It's such a new place. I wonder what new journey awaits us, what new sights will greet us. Come on, Gandalf, we're joking. Oh god, oh look, everything's trying to kill us. Nothing has changed at all.
But now there are giant beavers. Hi, friendlies.
I wonder how that hairy beaver guy is doing. We probably killed him.
No, the joke got too tortured that he had to be arrested for the Geneva Convention. It was awkward.
Here's two people just standing here. What are you two doing here?
Grab it.
Oh, an outsider.
I suggest you keep your distance if you value your life, Lowlander. The mammoth here does not know your scent, and I do not want to have to clean another gut smear off of his fur. Another one? Sure, we may be short on Lowlanders, but there's plenty of Bloodbound left to crush. Noted. Alright, good talk.
Challenge accepted. Yeah, got the mammoth. Whee!
See, I don't smell like people. I smell like bird. Problem solved. Probably smells like sebum.
Make a feathery cushion.
Sebum, isn't that the word for the oil they secrete from their butts? Or their butt gland?
Isn't that just waterfowl?
Almost all birds have a sebum, just most of them don't have one that big or that productive. You can catch other birds preening themselves like that. Aha! We have another note. Ulo. Ulo, the keeper of the brews. When the name of Ulo is spoken beneath the sky of storm and stars, we speak with reverence. Ulo, keeper of the waters, whose hand guides the rivers from the high bones of the world, those jagged peaks from which blows the breath of the gods, is the one who sends the melt and the surge. The rivers, the lakes, and the endless sea all flow from her will. They feed the herds. They feed the herds. They cleanse the wounds. They quench the warriors. With her, the land sings. Without her, it withers and dies. But Ula was not only a spirit of flow and frost, she was a brewer too, a wild-hearted mistress of the ferment. It is said she drank deep from her horn again and again, 1, 2, 3 times and more. With laughter on her lips, she brewed beer not from grain, but from pure river essence. She poured it freely, for chieftains and scouts, for hearthkeepers and wanderers. One keg of Ulo's golden draught could rouse a warband in foreign wilds and still leave enough for those who guarded the river crossings at home. Now, when the snow blankets the plains and the sky hangs heavy with cold, the Kern gather near the hearth fires. They drink of Ulo's gift to drive out the bite of winter and laugh like thunder into the long night. Your friendly reminder, people from all cultures, like even the stereotypically gruff warrior cultures, weren't just gruff stoic warriors. They knew how to party.
They were the Dawi.
Anyways, hello, Mikola Skolven. What's going on?
I don't know who you are or why you're here, but I don't have time for it right now.
Okay, that's a really breathy voice. Maybe I could help? Unless you're volunteering to track down the giants that rampaged through my meadery and butchered my father, then I suggest you move along, stranger. Tell me what happened. Really? Giants are simple-minded brutes, but they've usually kept to the mountain peaks until recently. We're not sure what stirred them up. One we call Feck has been seen roaming the valley aimlessly in the last few weeks, but yesterday he went on a full-on rampage with the rest of his dung-chewing ilk. The giant stormed through our meadery, drank us dry, and crushed my poor father when he tried to stand his ground. Poor old bastard, he'll be gravely missed. I am sorry for your loss. Yeah, well, what might sting more in the end is the mead the giants made off with. I'm all for revenge, but if we don't get some of the shipment back, my meteor will be in serious trouble. My hands are tied here with repairs, and the garrison in Kernhold is already stretched thin. You genuinely seem to want to help. If you want to track Feck back to his den and recover some of the stolen mead, I might even be able to crack a smile. I don't know where they're hiding now, but the attack came from the north. I will recover your lost mead. Do it for the hooch. Alright, now I need to get more water. This is a good time before violence begins. Be right back. And we are back. Hello again.
Hello again.
Alright, where were we?
Whole ton of quests.
Yeah, no kidding, and a whole ton of places to explore. So first, let's see, there's actually two ways to go. You know what, screw it, pick a direction, we're gonna loop south first.
Good, that's gonna be my choice as well.
We're basically gonna run two kind of loops of the same place, basically. First south loop.
I just love the Raven Griffin things. Like, oh.
They're cute. Again, dear devs, let us either turn into them or get one as a pet. I kind of don't care which.
Yep, right.
Here is Kryn. Who the hell is Kryn? Oh, Chillborn Cursed. This is Grandma Kryn, who apparently knows something about the curse.
Oh, what have we here?
A visitor? A lowlander, no less. What brings you beyond the walls? Lenareth told me to seek you out. My granddaughter? Is everything all right? She is. I'm actually here about the curse on Maldorf. Oh. Now that is a surprise. What were you hoping to accomplish with my curse? Your curse? Just looking out for my little tundra flower. I never approved of that union. I could smell the greed on Maldorf's breath before they were ever wed. I took it upon myself to correct her life thread. When one knows the right signs and herbs, well, the gods can be bid to listen. I'm not altogether disappointed that the curse is still so potent. I outdid myself. Okay. We have 3 options. Number 1, what if I wish to remove it? Number 3, I wanted to cleanse the curse, but now I'm not so sure. Option 2. What if we made the curse stronger? Alright, chat, which way do we go? Do we take pity on this dumb, greedy bastard, or do we make his life worse?
The real question is, which one is the most funny?
That is, in fact, the correct question. Dominic, do you have an answer? Making it stronger.
You know, here's the crazy part. I only know the outcome to one of these. I don't know the outcomes to the others.
Fuck it, Werebird is in a vengeful mood. Let's make it stronger.
Yes. Yes.
Werebird likes cold. Werebird likes revenge. Especially revenge on dumb fucks.
Well, they do say revenge is a dish best served cold.
Ooh, a mischievous one. I do not delight in others' suffering, but rotten souls like Maldorf deserve to have their evil returned 1,000-fold. I know of just the spell. Go out along the river and look for bright blood-red berries, dire hemlock. Toss the berries into Maldorf's hearth. If they please Amatok, he will blow his breath upon the cabin and teach that rat a lasting lesson. Good. You killed me. Good. You're...
Oop, frozen aster. Keep an eye out for that
Frozen
stuff. We're gonna need
ass.
so much of it.
Dur.
Oh, actually, here, you have some.
Thank you. I will savor
We're
your
gonna need
frozen
a lot
ass.
of it.
Tur. Rune Shrine wants frozen ass. Tur. Ooh, the grasp of unchained might. Oleron's Rage and Blade Arc. That's soldier and... soldier? Anyways, oh hey, a note. And a Kern Shrine. Alright, let's read the note labeled Skirig's Warning that's right next to a glowing red shrine. This is gonna be fun. Skirig's Warning. I know many things. I've seen a soul in darkness, possessed and sent to hang. Saved by pity, risen again, doomed to fight until the end. Who at the edge of madness goes to silence the voice of dying gods. I know many things. I've seen the burning city, the bodies twisted, mother and child used as weapons of war, terrors reaping, godlings weeping, witches playing eternal games. I know many things. I've seen the rivers dry, temples crumble, and burning skies. I've seen with my own eyes the once forgotten, doomed to rise. I know many things. I've seen the heart removed, bound in chains, and wrongly used. But in the darkness I cannot see. I know not what will come to be. In the darkness there it waits, for man to falter to claim his fate. Okay, someone's been keeping tabs on us. That was Acts 1 through 4, Edge of Madness goes to silence the voice of dying gods. That was Ashes of Malmoth, the burning city. That was Forgotten Gods, rivers dry, temples crumble, burning skies. Heart removed, bound in chains, and wrongly used. Is he foretelling Fangs of Astrakarn? There's a slain Kern here with random loot and a Kern Shrine. Offer a frozen Aster to the Kern Shrine. Aw, now it looks pretty. Cute. Oh, this is one of the shrines we need to offer for Cleanse the Land. Okay, I thought it was something crazier. Whew, had me worried. Do it, you
Sorry,
coming
give me a
along?
second here.
Okay.
Yeah, just give me a
I'll go
second.
look for more shrines. Gosh, that happened fast.
Okay, there we go. Where the heck did you go? You just vanished. Oh, there you are. Running. Nope, there you went. Now you're here. Oh, hey, speaking of Socrates, there's Hemlock.
There, Hemlock. Let's grab. Alright, let's quickly grab the portal before I forget. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now we're going to circle around here to do some more quests. There should be more hemlock bushes around here. Right about.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, hey, look, another note. Hold on, Burbs. I found a note. Oh, God. Alright. Those hemlock berries do not look right. Those are not bright red. Those are purple.
Details, schmetails.
Oh, crap. I have a new bag. Hold on. All this into a new bag. Alright, where was I? Notebook of, Reinhardt's Notes, entry 5. I know they're coming. I hear their gnashing teeth and the groaning crash of falling trees. They follow, no matter how far I run. My feet bleed, my heart pounds. My end is near. All I have left is this god-forsaken journal. Damn the Empire and damn my thirst for knowledge. They surrounded a meager camp at nightfall. Horrible, stinking things with eyes black as ink and teeth like shining spades. Our guide Bjorn greeted them as friends, chittering and moaning in their own language before turning on us. I narrowly escaped into the darkness as I fell upon the other members of my retinue. I should have run then and never turned back, but I cannot leave my attendants to their fate so easily. So I hid there in the bushes as those filthy things set upon them with practiced precision. And the creatures began chanting and pounding their wide tails against the ground. The din rose to an earth-shaking rhythm before stopping sharply as a massive figure emerged from the forest. A hulking version of these smaller creatures wielding a huge, sharpened stick that could pass for a tree's trunk. It pounded its massive spiked tail and pointed directly at my hiding place. Terror overtook any hope of saving my friends, and I ran until my feet would carry me no more. Now this muddy hole at the river's edge will be my final resting place. They're coming. I can hear them. Oh, so their guide was a werebeaver. And he was killed by hundreds of beavers.
Yep. I was waiting for you to get to the punchline. Good times.
Those friggin' beavers, man.
Those friggin' beavers,
God,
man.
it's Final Fantasy 14 all over again.
Wait, what do we run into beavers in there?
You never did some of the side quests in a certain part of Shadowbringers. Or Endwalker, or also Endwalker. You'd best ask the beavers.
Oh, wait a minute. Right. Okay, no, now, I at least know it in Shadowbringers. I don't remember. Huh.
Now, up here in the north, we have a cave. I don't know what's in this cave.
I thought we got a quest for this dude.
Nope.
Whatever.
Blackheart's hideout. Not to confuse with a black guard, which is completely different.
If you want to be proper, you pronounce it blackguard.
Okay, everything here is red and glowing. That's very normal.
Oh man, we haven't seen them since Act 4.
Yeah, good old
well,
Chthonians.
technically a bit of Act 5, but ow, Get on.
Oh, he's even summoning those cute little head crabs.
I know, they're so adorable. Why can't we get them as pets?
We found the heart of Blackheart. Proof of death of the infamous Drud Blackheart. Well, good news. This is Grim Dawn, so we don't need the quest first. I'll just hold on to that. I assume we'll need it later.
Just funny, because like, wait, I thought we got the quest before we got here, but maybe
Apparently not.
maybe
If it was somewhere in town, I didn't see it. Maybe it was at a higher reputation level. I have no idea. Cool. So now, whenever we do get the quest, we can finish it
Well, that was
instantly.
fun.
Yay!
Well, now what?
Let's see. Another dire hemlock berry. Basically, we're just heading north, as far as I know.
I believe you are correct.
Another dire hemlock berry. A whole bunch of other quests that are north. In fact, I should have just gone to the portal, but yeah, screw it. 6 of one, half dozen of another at this point. Onward. There is yet another hidden chest with nothing useful in it. Over here, I believe. Right here.
Yeah, we don't care.
For what it's worth, chat, here it is.
Do you have all the berries you need?
No, I have 2. Oh, another rabbit. More rabbits.
Yeah.
Rabbits.
Money.
I'll find the secret of the rabbits later. No, don't kill the rabbits. Why must I kill everything I touch?
Because you are cursed into that
Here's
bestial form.
Another berry.
You must sate your hunger.
All right. Now we need to hike back to... You know what? The portal's right here. Let's just hike back to Maldorf. Let's just say drop it into his hearth, which is the beginning of Frail Valley.
Yep.
Glad I remembered. That was like 12 notes ago. And here's his hearth. A raging hearth fills the chamber, but you barely feel any warmth surrounding it. Chuck those dire hemlock berries straight into the fire. Heck yeah, it's Pal World again. We're getting baked berries now, boyos. Oh. So we got 2 Ashes of Awakening, whatever those are. And, oh, jeez.
Ah! My bad. I was trying to talk to him.
Look, I wanted to make the guy, make the guy miserable. I didn't realize we were going to literally kill him. Whoa.
Honestly, that's probably a mercy at this point.
Oh, jeez. Ashes of Awakening. Remnants of a celestial conflict that has devoured stars and left entire worlds desolated. We're tapping into War of the God shit? The stuff that caused someone to summon Yugal? This is getting into some of the deeper parts of Grim Dawn lore. Oh dear.
No. The ashes.
Larger scale.
The ashes is what we used. The ashes is what we use to unlock more cards, and then Psyche is how we equip more cards at the same time, and then we get Moon Dust to upgrade the cards.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Death to Kronos.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't gone and killed that much time yet. Haven't gone out killing time.
What are you talking about? We stream all the time. Boom.
Oh, hey. I completely forgot. Well, we have Portal. I'm warping back to Port Icon to report in. That, hey, remember those scouts you were looking for? I kind of found them.
Do we have a quest for that?
I don't think so, but, like, you know, I don't know. Feels nice to get some
I'm
closure.
Curious.
Hey, Scout Avens. Did those scouts report back in or probably get warped in when one of them still has his legs broken?
Have you learned anything new about the situation up north?
Oh, well, we can at least talk to him. I gained entry to a current settlement.
They allowed you to enter unharmed? That is a tremendous opportunity. Our forces have not stepped foot in the valley in decades. Learn what you can and report back.
I will. Glad to see you don't give a damn about the scouts either. Weird. One moment. I just learned something. Pressing the right bracket key removes the UI. Neat.
Oh. The more you know.
This game has the weirdest keyboard shortcuts.
Again, 2006-2016 game. At least you can change them if you want.
Oh yeah. Alright, sell some junk.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Oh, right, this vendor.
Iron well spent.
Commonly good looks.
I'll give
I don't
you a
think
good
I
price on
highlighted
what
them
I've
when we
got
were here
left.
last. They sell lots and lots of different varieties of weapons, but only white quality, but
I'll give
very
you a good
cheap.
price on what I've got left.
They are here for illusions, because you see, you can place illusions on your gear, but only if you own an item with that appearance. So what this vendor's for is to go through for glamours. It's basically a glamour vendor, where you buy these super cheap gear, but then illusion it onto whatever you have currently equipped. Look at all these options. Neat.
Put it to good use.
Anyways, there if you want it. Alright, where were we? So we need to travel to Guardian Sorrow, that's the main quest. Oh, we're getting close, actually, according to the map. It's very red and glowy. I'm sure everything's fine. We need to help Feck get fucked. We need to find the Golder family home, and activate 2 more shrines. Alright.
Lots to do.
Where were we?
I'm catching up here.
Should be a note somewhere around here. Right about here. Yep. Helfer's Journal, page 1. Oh boy, another multi-part journal. Let's see how this one goes. Everything sucks. Everything sucks. Everything sucks. My babies are starving. All right, cool. It's page 1, so apparently it's going to get even worse than my family is starving to death. Wonderful. Not reading the rest of that. Now, over here... Oh god, they mastered the ancient technique of rock throw. Advanced weaponry is this.
Really, the most dangerous things.
Alright, entering this cave. Dominic, you on your way?
Yeah, I'm coming.
This is Feck's Burrow. Oh god!
Oh, feck.
Perfectly good smashed barrels of mead. They will pay dearly for this.
How dare.
Don't mess with the hooch.
You know what they say is a special circle in hell if people waste Beverly too much. Seems that we're going to be there momentarily.
Oh yeah, Gatto was talking about that film earlier.
Oh, Quentin Tarantino, you mad lad. Oh, hey, there's Feck. Wait, Feck's right hand and Feck's other right hand.
Ah, damn it, I didn't catch that. Thanks for pointing it out.
My right hand will deal with you. Your right hand is off.
People, if you've only played the Resident Evil 4 remake, please, 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 please go play the original. The dialogue is way better.
Yeah, don't play the remake. Go play the original. It's so much better.
Alright, cask of needle tree mead. Liquid gold sloshes around inside a rounded keg with the words Scoven Meadery branded on the side. Save the booze.
Mm-hmm.
Beer, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems. Alright, I guess I'll warp back to, good question. Huh, 6 1/2 dozen another, I just realized. I guess back to Boulder River. Kind of been a midpoint between the two. Okay, that is pretty awesome. A great choice by the developers to make one of the dangerous enemies in this game beavers, or castorans, whatever they want to call themselves.
Right?
That was great. All right, Nicola.
Sorry, where'd you go? Volder River?
Drop me in my personal portal, go through it. Last time you didn't do this, you didn't get quest completion correctly.
There we go.
Hi, Nicola.
Stop by any time, Lowlander.
Is that the sloshing of meat casks I hear? You actually pulled it off? Here's the meat, as promised. You actually did it. I'm at a loss for words. Did you do that bloated fleabag Feckin too, or did you skulk past him? Feck won't be troubling you anymore. Okay, really quick looking at rewards. We get money, useless reputation, nice. Formula Film. A complex diagram of chemical arcane reactions unlocks a new formula for our potions. For the next 5 minutes, we gain double iron bits. Okay,
Ooh,
I appreciate
money.
the concept. It's completely worthless because money is now useless, but hey, I appreciate the concept.
I mean, if you had done this right before finishing Act 4, and then you go into Act 5, 6, and 7 with all these buffs on.
Or into the new difficulties with it on. Yeah. So, effect won't be troubling you anymore. Good. Hope the old man is stomping out his underdeveloped brains beyond the veil for all eternity. With the meat returned, I can afford to pay you for the trouble, but here's a extra for making me smile. Why, thank you. Farewell. So yeah, new formula. New potion. Neat. Alright, back to Boulder River. Let's see, now we cut this way. We kind of hug the west side. Sorry, this way. Yep. What's that sound? That's an interesting ambient sound.
That might be the beavers.
Oh boy, more Chthonians.
No, they're the Bloodbound. Very different.
Whatever. Blood for the blood god. Alright, here is Dagmar.
Blood! Yes! Blood!
Oh, you sound really, really stable and happy. It is nearly finished. What happened here? They're with Chthon now. All but one. You will do in his place. Oh, I don't think so. But you picked the wrong bird to mess with. And we get Dagmar's last words. Another note. If you're reading this, know that these are the final words of Dagmar. My hand trembles as I put quill to parchment, but as what remains of my mind leaches off into the bitter air, so I will drown my sorrows in ink. The Skalds call it Martok's Kiss, a curse coursing to my blood since the ancient war. All efforts to divine a cure have failed me. The fits of madness seem to be more frequent, and I find myself waking in places unfamiliar, surrounded by butchery I know is of my own making. I fear it's only a matter of time before I bring harm to those dear to me. If you discover me with bloodlust in my eyes, do not hesitate to deliver the killing stroke. Spill my bowels as I have spilled the blood of innocence. But I beg of you, do not enter the cellar. My lasting shame need not see the light of day. Gods forgive me. I'm sorry I lack the strength to do what is necessary. I pray you will find it for me. Martok's Kiss, so the actual quasi-werewolf curse, or at least the kind of curse that makes people lash out and become violent, but basically a Chthonian curse, not werewolf-based. Now, he said don't enter the cellar. I have bad news for you.
We're gonna.
We're kinda gonna. What are you gonna do, stop? Kill us? Oh wait, you already tried. Alright, let's see what horror beyond the ken of man happened here. That's a lot of dead bodies. And I mean a lot. And a...
Meh. The Ethereals had like 1,000 times
kid?
more than that.
Luklin? What are you doing down here? Stop making so much noise. Your father's gone. He can't hurt you anymore. He said I was the last one he needed. He chased me down here and I hid. I'll bring you somewhere safe. My Aunt Rangrel lives in Kernhold, but I'm scared my legs won't move. I can get you there. Close your eyes and take my hand. Do you promise I'll be safe? Of course. Whoop. And we ripped that poor kid through the ether. He'll be fine. It's just a short trip through the ethereal plane, unknown to the ken of man. Or completely beyond the ken of man.
Yeah, it's actually a good question. Are we using the ethereal? Because the portal's red, which would imply Chthonian.
Whatever. It's flickering like an ethereal one. Oh, and we got a quest.
You know what's really
Rankle and
confusing?
Crinkle.
No, it's really confusing. They've never bothered to explain the portal.
Apparently we're hijacking the ethereal teleportation network. The problem I have is, okay, so why is there a giant ethereal portal in the middle of Kernhold? When were the ethereals here? Who put this portal here? The Conclave of the 3-1 at least is implied to be not an ethereal portal, but kind of using the same concept, but hijacked by the witch gods. This one, I have no idea. The ethereals, as far as I know, were never here. The Arolan Empire didn't make it as far as Kern, so it's not like any of their agents did, and it seems like the couple ones that might have gotten a foothold were killed by the Chthonians, so... And there's... Oh, down by the fishery. Okay. Yeah, that reminds me. Hey, sorry I kind of threw a kid at you.
Go with my dragon.
Excuse me, would you like this baby? Please take it. We don't want it anymore.
I don't know what sorcery you used, Lowlander, but I'm relieved to see my nephew safe and sound. It's been some time since he and his father left that remote cottage. I was beginning to wonder if something was wrong. You do not... You know what? No, screw it to the truth. Very wrong, I'm afraid. Oh, Lukeland was scant on the details of what happened. Oh, fuck it. His father butchered countless people. Brother, he spoke of unsettling dreams several moons ago, but we took them for what they were, nightmares. I did not think for a moment he would have come to act them out. I should have listened. I could have spoken to the sages. I'm so sorry, Dagmar. I'll do right by Lukeland, you have my word. Don't blame yourself. Moving on. Back to slightly less depressing quests, hopefully.
It's just the normal stuff.
Let's see, we did that. We did this. My rift leads back to House of Murder.
My rift's a little bit farther ahead.
Okay, I'm getting close. Up these stairs. Dum, dum, dum. There's apparently a desiccated husk, which counts as a treasure chest. Not sure what the hell's up with that. Oh boy, it's more Chthonians. Oh, and the Chthonians have been doing very, very normal things around here. Is that... Whose shrine did they even desecrate here? Anyways. For no reason, I'm dropping a portal right here. Everything, it looks even more normal up here. Guardian's Sorrow. Wow, this is okay. Seriously, hats off to the environmental designers, because sheesh. Oh, and there's also a boss. Hi, Yura Voidar.
Yeah, like it straight up looks like Chthonian territory now.
Oh god, werewolf!
Ah!
Turn into a werewolf.
Oh no! They have the power. It's almost like that's like the thing in this DLC
Wolf
or something.
is no
ended
match
it.
for bird. Blueprint Honed Conqueror. Yeah, all the chains here, all the like rune stones around it. Oh, something very normal
All the
happened here.
obsidian. Yeah, all the obsidian. It's exactly like the Chthonian portal areas
Yeah,
we've
this
gone
is
into
something.
before.
Some Chthonian creature was chained here, and now it's not. I had scale of 1 to 10. How worried should we be?
And this place is it's basically terraforming
Also,
into
why
Chthonian.
is she still standing here, kind of just floating? I think. Oh, there she goes. Okay,
It's
bye. I
T-posing
guess.
to a circumambulance. Portal up here.
Yeah, right about here. Aha, and also layer.
Wait, did you find the
pathing.
portal?
Hold on. Let me grab the portal.
Okay, good.
Sorry,
I
I'm
was
a little
worried
behind.
you
I'm just looking
got
ahead.
stuck again.
Okay, portal, Willow Spring. Oh, nice. Now over here.
Okay, this motherfucker. This is the one thing I didn't find until after I'd beaten the game, and I really should have found it earlier. Because this is the one that's really important.
Tumby. I see a cave around here. A cave that leads the Elder Vale.
Thank you for saving me. If you come back to my place, I've got boss weapons!
Did you say boss weapons?
Boss weapons! Anyway, here's a bird.
Hello, Elder Noctukari.
So anyways, we're Chozo. We're meeting the Chozo now.
More importantly, burb. Burb, see burb. Burb good. Burb. Burb, burb, burb. Alright, this area is now for bird lovers only. Bird haters, get the fuck out.
Oh, well, okay, I guess I need to leave now. No, we're kidding, I'm staying over here.
It's flagged as an NPC on the map here, but I don't see another one. Whatever, let's talk to Burb.
Bird.
You bear the visage of the wise raven. The Hranok granted this knowledge to the Kern generations ago. It brightens Noctukari's day to see the ancient traditions still hold. You must be a good soul to be gifted with this form.
Aww. The Elder has extra dialogue if you're a Were-Raven. I'm not sure if you just heard that.
Yes, they do.
Aww. So this is, aha, new faction, the Noctukari, or Noctukari singular. This might be a faction of one, kind of like Anna.
Yeah, like
Anna
the
Stereo.
Outcast.
The Outcast. Okay, real glad I found this character then, because that means faction grinding just unlocks. Remember, you can't gain rep of the faction until you officially meet them. I'm getting food. This Werebird thing is your technique?
We Hranok have imparted many wisdoms upon the ancient Kern. Some long forgotten, others, it appears, still carry on. This is a bright moment in a dimming world.
By the way, if any of Elder Noctukari's voice lines are not voiced, my sincerest apologies. I am not going to be able to mimic this accent. I can do some okay voices, but
That's a very throaty kind of voice. Okay, I guess I can do it a little bit, but wow! Ah, it's like if Fozzie Bear was gargling gravel.
It's rather appropriate because we need to sound like the Skeksis from the Dark Crystal. Yes, I just want peace with the Gelflins.
I should go watch that movie again. Was the show any good? I don't think so.
Actually, from what I heard, the show was really good, which is why it got canceled, because God forbid we have nice things.
Oh, right, because it was too good, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me, ooh, complete sidebar, but apparently the new film Coyote vs. Acme is out. The movie that it literally like escaped the clutches of corporate, just they finally get released upon the world.
Yeah, and apparently it's actually like amazing. Like not just because it got released, but because it's actually a really, really funny movie. So yeah, I'm gonna have to add that to the list.
Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Where were we? A Hranok? A Werebird?
This one does not know. Fair, fair. Noctukari is old friend of Kern. Hranok is what my kind are named. But Hranok time is past. We must gracefully fade into Kern's weave.
You are dying?
No, not Noctukari's time yet. Hranok were created long ago by the Makers. We cannot make more Hranok as you humans do. So our numbers have dwindled over the ages. Some Hranok resist their natural order and submit to the dying god in hopes of finding a way to break the Maker's design. The core Hranok are deceivers who have twisted our ancient calling and now bring only ruin. One cannot accept the gifts of the dying god without also being touched by its madness. But you, who are you that disturbs my peace so boldly?
Okay, I actually need to look up who the hell voiced this character, because this is an incredible performance. Like, man, people say, you know, oh, voice actors, you know, they don't do real work. They shouldn't get paid. We can just get celebrity voice actors. They look good. They can smile for the camera. That means they're important. No. You want the people who can twist their mouth and their throat like this. I don't even want to know what this person was doing. This is incredible. Anyways. I'm just a curious traveler.
How does it find Noctukari? Did our rune speak fail? No. This one is clever and different. Tell us, how long have you carried the veil breath within you?
The veil breath?
Yes, yes. You reek of the makers. The veil breath is upon you. You have been touched by the aether. Surely you know this.
Oh, veil breath, you can sense the ether on us from our ethereal influence. Well, I was taken by an ethereal, but no longer.
Noctukari sees you speak true. The Maker has long fled. This fascinates us, yes. Young Kern sometimes stumble upon Noctukari, but most have skulls thick as glacier, or hearts dark with void rot. They bore us, but you are different. You may stay.
Alright, this is also best. Alright. It's this guy and the Drunk Scald are now two best NPCs in this whole DLC. Like,
Right?
My sincerest apologies to every other NPC we'll meet throughout this DLC. I'm pretty sure the top 2 slots are already taken. Man, he's even got this cool gourd vessel thing on his back. What's up with that? That's awesome.
If you want a little more detail, press J and look over the 2 new factions we have.
Alright, well, hold on. Still not done talking to me, so there's more to say. May I ask you something?
Noctukari knows many things, not all for human ears. Ask, and Noctukari will ponder your query.
Nice for someone else to talk for once. By the way, yeah, hey, you have that glowing orb down there? What's up with that? Oh, now it's not voiced. And it just changed to something else. I see, we have more NPCs down here.
A relic of Hranakian craft. The art is lost to the Kern, but Noctukari has kept it maintained. You will make use of it to forge new tools of war. If that is the path you choose, Hranak understand. Destruction is sometimes a necessary part of creation. Sometimes war is necessary to bring balance.
May I ask you something else? Aha, I noticed you now have an exclamation point over your head. Or over your back? Sorry about your scoliosis, by the way.
Noctukari knows many
Okay, you already said this. You had mentioned the Kahranak. Who are they? Oh, but now this isn't voiced.
They are deceivers, their minds lost. Few now live that remember what was lost, but the Kahranak seek only to destroy what remains. Hranak were created to help guide and maintain the balance of creation before the Makers departed. The Kahranak are those who have become deluded and bitter over the ages, watching the spread of humans across the lands. They turned to Cthon in misguided hope of gaining the one human power which eludes us, the ability to create more of our number. To multiply. They believe only the return of the Elder One can bring true balance and restore the Hranak to greatness. They are wrong. The time of the Hranak is finished. The great Annihilator will bring ruin when it wakes. So it was written in the stars, and so it shall be. Wow. Something else. Talk more about the Hranak. Oh, jeez. There is little you need to know. Hranak a relic of another age. Our time fades and we will be forgotten. This is the way of all things. Sorry if he's going to speak a little faster when I'm talking to him. I'm fast-forwarding slightly. Hranak were once but birds during the dawn of the world, a being high among the makers of the name Ektalavox gifted us with intelligence and changed our form to what you now see. It is both gift and curse. It was not the weave of the gods, and Ektalavox was punished. We know not what became of them. Makers, that's the word for ethereal. So wait, an ethereal did this?
Or is it the gods that the ethereals responded to?
He was saying Breath of the Makers and such. I think he's talking about ethereals. Anyways, Hranak were to be unmade, but a god intervened in our stead. We were... Oh, broke down. But a god intervened on our stead. We were allowed to remain, as we are, but the blood of creation was taken from us, so that more Hranak can never be. In exchange, we were given very long life and tasked to maintain the natural order. We have sworn by this purpose since the elder days across countless generations of Kern. Hranak are long-lived, but not immortal. Many of our kind died in the war between the gods. Others have fallen to disease, violence, or the malaise that takes those who have lived too long and forgotten purpose. Alright, chat, vocab of the day is ennui. That's the word Elder Noctikari is looking for there. Ennui. By the time the peoples called Kern moved into this valley, there were not many Hranak left. We chose to nurture their curiosity. We taught humans the runes and guided them to thrive alongside nature's bounty. Alas, while the humans thirsted for knowledge, they also hungered for power. We watched as the Kern found ways to turn our gifts into weapons and make war upon other peoples. As the Kern grew, they became fractured, splitting off into different tribes, growing apart until they no longer saw one another as close kin. Soon wars broke out between Kern tribes. Hranak watched this tale unfold time and again, until some became so disgusted they disavowed humankind altogether. Hranak withdrew further from the world. If humans are set to destroy themselves and Cairn, what can tired old Hranak do? Eventually young must have independence to succeed or fail on their own. It is not for Hranak to govern the lives of humans. Our time is coming to an end. What is to be, will be. Other Hranak, though, felt that the gods had turned their backs on the world. Why should Hranak have to fade away while greedy, ignorant humans multiply and spread destruction? These maligned thoughts made them susceptible to the same whispers and instill madness in the minds of men. The dark promises of Chthon. Okay, I have to admit, hey, worship this dark god and we will let you have sex is a pretty powerful motivator.
It is a pretty good thing.
Then again, I suppose they already could have sex, they just can't have kids. Something to think about. Okay, where's your quest? Oh boy. Alright, what can you tell me about Chthon? To be fair, this is, I think, the single biggest lore dump we've had in any one place in the entire game. That includes talking to Anasteria. The stars were young when the Elder One's progeny stole his mantle and crowned themselves masters of creation.
Discarded into the writhing void, the progenitor can neither live nor die, only feel the infinite anguish of countless mortals given life with his divine blood. With his true name lost to the eons, the dying god has become that which dwells below creation, Chthon. Over millennia, Chthon writhed in the darkness, seeking to reclaim what was stolen. Things that walk in the shadows answered his laments and now exist only to awaken their god, the Destroyer, the Great Annihilator. When Chthon stirs from the void, he will bring untold destruction upon creation and frightful vengeance upon his children and those that serve them. Okay, where the hell is your quest?
Come closer, little raven.
Did you already get a quest from him?
Tukari wishes to speak of the past. If you would
Oh, I had to restart his dialogue chain because his I'd rather ask some questions dialogue puts you in a loop. Okay. Then I ask, okay, what is it, Noctikar?
You are familiar with the ravenous spirit, the Ravager, yes? It is as natural as the wind and the seas, or death's caress. Its existence is inevitable and necessary. But those that act in service to the Ravager do not hold such a precarious position in the natural order. They scheme in their master's stead and unravel the balance of the world. There is one such creature who stands above the rest. The one they call Scorv. Centuries ago, he acted upon the whims of the Ravager and turned many Kern through the curse of the Wendigo. He was eventually banished, but such a being does not stay absent for long. I have felt it in the roots. Scorv has returned and is once more preying upon the vulnerable. The valley is reeling from Baronoth's escape. Another old wound must not also be allowed to split open and fester anew.
He's talking about Scorv. Alright, chap. Pop quiz. When did we last hear the name Scorv? Anyone remember? I'll give you a few seconds.
The demon from the underworld.
Alright, pencils down. Scorv was the leader of the village of Barrowholm back in Ashes of Melmoth that the Coven of the Witches wanted us to grab a fetish from him. We had the option of either being friends with Barrowholm or enemies. We chose enemies. We killed Scorv, broke into his basement, killed a bunch of Wendigo in there, grabbed the fetish, and got out. So we can tell Dr. yes, I've actually bumped into Scorv before. This is interesting. This is cross DLC, because actually this is Fangs of Astrakarn referring to Ashes of Melmoth. Alright. Voiced, I think.
Then you know the danger he poses. The influence of the Wendigo cannot take root in Astrakarn. Even now, Scorv spreads his vile dogma to all who would listen from somewhere in the western reaches of Ulo's Springs. The roots whisper of his return, but the exact place is lost to us. He is likely hiding so that Kernhold's patrols do not catch wind. Find Scorv and end him. Bring his essence to Noctukari as proof of this necessary deed.
Once again, hats off to the voice actor. Sheesh. Anyways, I will deal with Scorv again. Right, new quest, Spirit of Vengeance. A secret quest related to Noctukari, and you have another exclamation point?
The creature Scorv must...
I guess we'll talk about it later. Anyways, Okay, so a secret creature in a secret area has a quest for us, and what I'm very curious about, how the hell does this quest resolve if you were friendly with Barrelholm? Aha! Here we are. New faction, Noctukari. Do we have a new enemy yet? I think there should be one in this DLC. I don't see it yet. I guess we haven't bumped into them yet. Nope. Weird. Dominate, you still there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was just kind of wondering aloud, yeah, what happens if you accept this quest if you're friendly with Barrelholm? What happens then?
My other character was also enemies with Barrelholm.
Yeah, I guess I don't care enough to find it. Anyways, you are a faction vendor, and aha! Noctukari sells flasks.
He's got boss weapons!
He has stronger versions of the existing flasks. Flask Tinctured Vial rank 2. At higher reps, Flask Tinctured Vial rank 3. Flask Tinctured Vial rank 4. And then all the way up at Revered, Flask Tinctured Vial rank 5. Oh, jeez.
And a few other treats.
Including absolutely bonkers things like, okay, plus 6-second skill recharge, but then gains a total of 3 uses, which is nuts. So basically every 8, so yeah, that's wild. Alternatively,
every
minus
18 seconds.
5 skill second recharge, or plus 50% potion modifier potency. Sheesh. Plus some more potion essences. Okay, yeah, I'm real glad we found this character.
Okay, yeah, the 2 important ones are the eyeball and the yellow one.
Alright, let's take a look. Let's see, there's a few purple ones. Hang on. Alright, from left to right. Formula Alterum. We'll get these later. I'm just reading ahead because I want to see. Formula Alterum. Ooh! Potion benefits nearby allies instead of the user. The user does not gain the benefits of the potion, but instead heals your buddies. Oh, wow, in a 4-player game. That'd be wild.
Or a pet build, yeah.
Oh, right, could do a pet build. Formula Reverum. Potion modifier, plus 50% potion modifier potency, but the base properties are disabled. Oh, I guess that means the 2 modifiers you put on it are more potent, but you no longer gain the base effect. That'd be really useful to put in the energy potion if you don't use much energy.
But it's only it's one of the 2 modifiers. So basically, the other modifier you slot in gets 50% stronger.
Okay, so I guess if there's one modifier you really, really want then put it on your energy potion, don't care about energy, you can make like a super buff potion if there's just one buff in particular you want. That's weird. Okay, the Glyphia one, Chromatorum, plus 50% potion base potency, but it heals over time instead of instant.
I put that one on my energy potion. It's so useful.
Yeah, that seems really good, like energy potion, where you don't need a big burst at once. You just need a bit of healing over time. That's really nice. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's bad for the health potion, because the health potion, you kind of need that emergency heal.
Then there's Formula Oculorum, which, oh, fuck off. Hidden objects become revealed?
Oh,
no.
You have to get revered with Noctukari.
You are already in a hidden area talking to a secret character who you don't even know exists, and then you have to get revered with this character, and then you apparently are allowed to reveal certain hidden objects that may have been hidden the entire time.
Yes, so you have to hit revered with Noctukari, then go on the mother of all backtrackings to all of the fairy circles you saw all throughout the map.
Oh no.
It's the fairy circles. Yep.
Okay,
so
I think your one mercy is that I'm pretty sure these formula are saved to the account, not to the character, which means future character, you only need to do this once, and then future characters can just slot Oculorum right from the start and go treasure hunting from the beginning.
But they would have to unlock potion making, which would require either getting to Kernhold or to the Coven.
Oh, right. They need to be able to modify the potions first, which requires starting Ashes of Malmoth. Damn it.
Yep.
Or get to Kernhold.
Or getting to Kernhold in Fangs of Astrakarn. Yep. Yep.
And then the other one is, again, oh, fuck off. 30 seconds duration, protection from all, quote, deadly environmental contagions. Let me guess, that's all of the instant kill bullshit we've been going through the entire game.
That's all of the Slith poison in, like, Hargate's lab and a few other places. That's all of the ether fire in Port Valbury and other places. And, and the immolation. There might be a few others it also protects from that I can't remember off the top of my head.
That made Port Valbury so much easier. Why the hell isn't this at the start of the game?
Or immolation or anything else. Like, anytime you're dealing with ether fire, you're now immune to it. And it's on a 30-second cooldown, so no matter what potion you're slotting, you can keep it up 100% of the time.
Duration, yeah. Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Where the hell
ridiculous.
was this character at the start of the game?
Right? That's why I'm saying, like, honestly, nowadays, I wouldn't even finish Act 4. The second you get to Fort Icon, don't go to the Necropolis, go do Fangs of
Just
Astracharn,
rush
unlock
Fangs
all
of
this
Astracharn.
crap.
Don't even look back.
Yeah, and then, like, make yourself OP as hell for the entire
notes
rest
to
of the game.
chats. You were learning from my mistake. Yeah, no, if you are playing this game and you have Fangs of Astracharn, don't even bother finishing Act 4. Just rush Fangs of Astracharn. Holy crap.
Oh, and there's also the minor detail where, yeah, now your potion, instead of being a 12-second cooldown, now on a 7-second cooldown.
Or are 50% stronger, or are on a
It's ridiculous.
18-second cooldown, but have 3 frickin' uses.
Whee!
Jeez.
Yeah, it's kind of
a
absurd.
sphere. Ruined Orb, Haranakian Relic. You forged stuff.
Oh, speaking of boss weapons, you thought I was joking about the boss weapons.
Oh, it forges boss weapons.
It forges boss weapons. Or, more rather, they're awakened versions.
Now, it can also forge 8 soul echoes into a soul fragment, and 10 frozen aster into an aspect of Baronath. Distilled essence of the great beast, progenitor of monsters, and demigod of the Kern. Progenitor of monsters? Oh, there's someone after my own heart. And the doom saw of gluttony. Oh, I see. There was the mythical doom saw of gluttony. Can be upgraded using ashes of, and it says can be upgraded by ashes of awakening. So use 8 ashes of awakening and 1 bloody whetstone to make a level 94 purple version. Oh, geez. So all the weapons that say can be upgraded by ashes of awakening. Wait. So all the weapons that say can be upgraded by ashes of awakening, you have to talk to this smith in a hidden room off the beaten path. You probably didn't find. These developers, man. I told you, they love their secrets. They love their secrets. They love their hidden passages. This is what they do.
Yeah, and it would suck a lot more if you didn't find this guy until after you beat the entire DLC, huh? Boy, you'd sure feel silly.
Yeah, especially since you couldn't even grind rep with him before that. What does he even gain rep for? Does not gain rep. Noctikari is a strength. Oh, just to add insult to injury, does not gain rep from killing anything. Not even from like any of the Chthonians or anything. You have to do his quests in order to gain rep, in order to that hit revered to then get the revered items. Wow.
Let me let you know a little secret though. Most of his quests are actually a radiant system, so that's like he'll pick a random one, and all of them are repeatable.
Oh, he acts as his own bounty table, effectively. That is a strange way to handle it.
He's your MMO, like, rep grind. Just get a random quest, go do it, lather, rinse, repeat.
But they already had that system. It was called bounty table. Why didn't they just give him a bounty table? Whatever.
Because now it's bird table.
Anyways, okay, chat, there you go. That is Secret Bird.
Yep. Oh, did you read up on the Noctikari in that
For the record,
menu there?
we are south. It's just west of the Guardian's Sorrow Rift. Stag, elk. I keep confusing stag with elk. It is an elk.
Ungulate.
Factions, Noctikari. The Chronoc are a relic of a bygone era, a long-lived people tasked with maintaining the natural order. It was they who taught the first Kern the runes and guided them to thrive alongside nature's bounty. Alas, of the few that remain in the world, many Chronocs succumbed to despair and now strive to bring about the end days, firmly convinced that Cairn is sick and in desperate need of the progenitor god's gaze. These fallen Chronoc are a vile and withered echo of their former selves. Rather than accelerate the inevitable, some Chronocs chose seclusion, waiting out their final days in meditation and stoic contemplation. The Elder One, known as Noctikari, dwells hidden away in Ulo Springs. He still bears a wealth of knowledge and forgotten artifacts. If only humanity was still worthy of these treasures. Werebird. No, I hit the elk.
Like I said, you thought I was joking about the Chozo thing. Like, they're basically Chozo.
Yeah, that is wild. Okay, wow, that is incredible. And this whole thing was hidden right here. All right, chat. Here, you've
honestly, it's not a bad stopping.
Here,
it's not a bad stopping point.
Yeah, we're Can we hit the Crucial Crags Rift at least?
Oh, I suppose.
Not even any quest between here and there. It's actually this way, straight east. Now, this is interesting. The path forks here. And I
yes, I forgot about this.
don't know which way is the correct way. I'm going to hit this rift up here, Crystal Crags Rift. This might be the wrong way. Most of our quests are pointing us to the west, but there is this spot to the
Yes, go on.
God
just get to
damn
the
it.
rift, Meta.
Never mind.
It's just right over there, Meta.
Okay. Well, hey, question asked and answered.
When you first said Crucible Rift, I was like, wait, why are we heading all the way up there? That's all the way in the, like, all the way up to the northwest. I was like, wait, oh no, you found the rift to the east. Oh, okay.
All right, one last one. One more book. One more
I'm
NPC.
sorry.
New book, Spring of Shadow. Burp. Hippo Raven. Except hippo is spelled with a Y, so it's fancy. Even though it's not how the Greeks spelled horse. Anyways, Spring of Shadow. As I bathed in the sacred waters of Ulo, I discovered the body of a young deer. It rested at the edge of the pool, not a mark anywhere on its body, its tongue barely an inch from the water, as if it had just dropped dead as it came to drink. I performed the rite of self-cleansing and tracked the fawn's path to see if I could find what killed her. I'm finding more small dead animals near Ulo's sacred waters, birds and mice, lizards and insects, all small creatures, dead without cause. I removed their bodies from the water's edge before rot could contaminate them and performed the rites of cleansing, but something fouled the air. I cannot pinpoint the cause. It has been a week. I believe I found the fawn's mother. The dead deer rested in a nearby clearing. Again, no marks to indicate what killed her. The grass around the body appears to be dying, even though we're in the season of bloom. 12 winters tended to Ulo's sacred waters, and never have I seen so much death and decay befouling this pristine place. The water's not poisoned. I've drunk from it and bathed within its cleansing pools many times, and yet the nearby trees wither and blacken. I fear some great evil corrupts the land, like a shadow that sweeps across the land, darkening all that it touches, but it keeps its presence well hidden. No matter how many days I search, I cannot find the source. I should warn the chieftain, but I cannot come to her empty-handed. I'll perform the prayers to Ulo, then continue my search. Rolgar the Mystic, Tender of the Waters. Some sort of shadow creature killer thingy. Meanwhile, hello Grisha, you have a quest?
I can recognize a kindred spirit when I see one.
You have a gun. That's interesting. A lowlander out here? Well, now I've seen everything. Do I need to ready my weapon, or are you here in peace? Speak. I love one of the goodbye options is, you wouldn't stand a chance, but I'm not here to fight. Oh, enough posturing. Just, look, I'm not here to cause trouble. Well, I suppose you wouldn't have made it past Kernhold if you were. Do not stray too far north, Lowlander. The Bloodbound have a firm grip on these lands, and the wastes they inhabit are not hospitable. Well, what are you doing out here? I'm tracking a dangerous beast, a hippo raven that has been causing trouble for local farmers. There's no concern for a visitor to our land. Hunt sounds interesting. Can I help? You wish to hunt? Who am I to deny a kindred spirit? I think we've been looking in the wrong places. Most hippo ravens nest in the cliffs, far out of reach, but I suspect our quarry is different. We call it Evernight, due to his vibrant violet plumage and tendency to hunt only at night. Ulo Springs are an ideal hiding place. Hippo ravens frequent the area to hunt, and the hot springs mask Evernight's scent. Hang on, one more time. Evernight due to his vibrant violet plumage. Nice. Hey. Okay, devs, are you misspelling this on purpose? Plumage? Again, it's not plumage, it's plumage. One M. Plumage. What's up with this plumage? That's the second time they misspelled it.
Maybe it's an archaic thing?
I doubt it. Whatever.
I'm looking this up.
But I suspect the beast is hiding somewhere to the north, maybe in a valley that's not easily reached. I intend to search the springs for clues. If you wish to join the hunt, you'll need a sample of my bait. It is an irresistible haunch of boar soaked in sheep's blood. If you find Evernight's nesting ground, it'll be a perfect lure. Out of curiosity, what are hippo ravens? Sages tell us they're children of the raven god, Naku. Indeed, they are blessed by the raven god. Oh gods, we're not bringing Sinch into this. Anyways, they bear his wise visage, but any divine grace has long been lost to them. The same tales would have us believe they steal the souls of innocents while they sleep, turning them into whites. That's only if you believe in superstitions. They're beasts like any other. Raptors armed with powerful talons and vicious beaks. Those are the parts that matter. Most hippo ravens don't venture too close to the settlements, but my quarry is different. It needs to be put down. Okay, blah blah. I will hunt this pest. Quest progress, the night hunt.
Da 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 da. We are now monster hunters. So we now have to track the beast with our scout flies.
Yeah, and suffer through god-awful DLC policies, but I digress. Yeah, I think this is a good time as any to call it. Little early
and
the
on that
ending,
note-
but there's not really another good checkpoint for a while, so...
Yeah.
Still.
Wait, it's gonna be a bit of a ways until the next good stopping point.
And honestly, my throat's a little sore from that much talking. That was good progress. With any luck, we might only have one stream left for Fangs of Astrakarn. We'll see. By
Probably
service area, we
two.
are more than halfway.
I would say 2, just in case.
Well, we'll see. Is one, maybe 2.
Especially if you want to grind up Noctikari.
Which we do, because Bird Friend is cool. I might do Noctikari grinding off stream.
Also, because, I mean, their bonuses are kind of broken as hell.
Yeah, but admittedly, the quests, if they're going to be that repetitive, I'll do 1 or 2 on stream, but otherwise this might happen off stream. Anyways, we'll end here in Kernholt. Cool. Wait, oh crap, more people here for quests. Hold on, hang on, there's a few things happening here.
Yeah, we can do that later.
We got a little time. Besides, not you, reading.
Alrighty.
Alright, first, Horth of the Blood Ragers. You magically have a quest for me. Did we pass a reputation milestone or something? Why did you not have a quest before? Whatever. Or did I forget to check this spot? Whatever.
Keep moving, Lowlander.
You're not who I'm looking for. And who might that be? I need someone who won't get squeamish about spilling a little blood. Nothing an Aurelian would want to get involved with. I've had my share. What's the matter? That's so? Let's see if this piques your interest. I'm of the Blood Ragers. My clan's reputation is being sullied by a bloodbound scum claiming to be of our ilk. He's a pathetic worm that doesn't deserve to lick our axe blades. So far he's proven elusive, so I'm putting a bounty on his greasy head. Care to collect? Tell me more about this bounty. The scum is known as Druid Blackheart. He goes around claiming to descend from the Blood Ragers of old, but he's nothing more than a bloodbound rat. He and his ilk are responsible for numerous murders in the area, including the brutal slaughter of an entire family in the southern Frail Valley. Signs are always the same. Burned bodies, butchered, mutilated bodies, and heads skewered on stakes. He's been allowed to run rampant long enough. I'm putting a stop to it, and if I can't find him, I'll pay handsomely for his blackened heart as proof. If you're interested, I've heard reports of sightings near Volda River. Good hunting. Good news for you, I've already killed him. Huh, and there it is. Blackheart's blackened heart. You got guts, the Lowlander, no denying it. Bounty is yours, the honor of the kill. Just removing another menace. Neat! I love it when we can turn in quests minutes after accepting them. Because we already did it. See, that's called good quest design, where you can do things for people by accident. When you're just like, hey, let's wander into a random cave and kill this idiot, and someone that's like, hey, by the way, there was a bounty on his head. Good job. Cool. Now we have another quest. The main quest requires us to go back to High Chieftain Yigra. Alright, we killed the thing in the Bloodbound Grove. Now what?
Well, Lowlander, did you find what you seek?
I have been to Guardian Sorrow.
Then you have seen how the great Annihilator still writhes within the soul of the Kern. The Bloodbound are honorless dregs suckling at the teat of corruption. Their shamans spread malice with every chant and rune, which now festers within the once pristine hot springs. These springs were a source of heat and life in these otherwise inhospitable mountains, and now that life begins to wane. If the Bloodbound have their way, their poison will spread across the land, and all of Cairn would suffer the same fate. They are the source of your corruption.
Woof. How do we stop them?
I am surprised that a Lowlander would have so much interest in the troubles of a foreign land. The Bloodbound homeland is a dead land, defiled with corruption. It is a place lost to us. I forbid all Kern to go there lest they be captured and drained of blood. Or worse, fall under the spell of the Bloodbound. But that is where you will have to go if you wish to stop the spread of the Great Annihilator's void. Travel north to Ulo Springs, and then west through the ruins of Utak Kunar until you enter the domain of the Bloodbound, the Dread Wastes. Find the rituals that tear open wounds in reality, and end them. If you seal them all, then the land may heal in time.
I will seal these wounds. Okay. Now I have a quest and... Oh god, this is another quest. Alright, so the main quest is to head up into the Dread Wastes and go seal some portals. Neat. Dread Wastes is up past Ulo Springs, so we'll go there later. And now, Thane Vilgar has something for it. What rep are we at? We're only friendly with them. Wow, they have a lot of quests.
Lowlander, I've been observing you with a cautious eye. Despite my many reservations, your intentions seem to be true. If you are here to mend old wounds, then perhaps there is something you can uniquely accomplish.
Hello, voiced character. And what is that?
What I ask of you is a matter of honor. Countless Kern warriors have perished upon foreign soil, bold and unyielding to their final breath, and were denied the rights that would carry their spirits home to Osterkarn. To your people, they were no doubt seen as savages. To us, all were heroes, but some were legends. The Great War may be ancient history now, but bad blood between Kern and Erulan still runs deep. No Kern has set foot in your lands for centuries. However, you may come and go freely. There is little hope of recovering all of our dead, but you can reach the places we know our greatest champions fell. If you are willing, it is imperative that we at least try. Recovering these remains to Kernhold would mean a lot to my people in trying times.
Okay, what do you need me to recover? I'm beginning to suspect we've already done some of this by accident, but just to confirm, what do you need me to recover?
There are 4 in particular that I would have you seek out. Chieftain Arukai of the White Fangs was a valiant leader who fought on the Arkovian front. He fell in what is now known as Old Arkovia. His remains were left for the vultures. His iconic shield, marked with the clan sigil, was never recovered. Wolfrin Bloodbeard was a mighty berserker, as strong as 3 Kern, or 5 Erulians, depending who you ask. Wolfrin was captured and cruelly left to rot in the depths of Tyrant's Hold, but his axe was as legendary as the fighter. Recovering it would mean much to the Kern people. Grilla the Frostfire was a master of the elements, a true paragon of the mystics. If her robes still exist, then they will be found somewhere in the Blood Grove. That is a well-traveled land, so I would check with local smugglers. Lastly, Elder Tomakar was equally a wise skald and a brilliant strategist. His mind was pivotal to the Kern penetrating Erulan defenses and driving their forces back long enough for our clans to regroup. Sadly, he never made it home to his beloved Osterkarn. Search for his staff in the outskirts of what became Port Valbury.
Okay, they keep pronouncing it Osterkarn. Like there's a U in there somewhere, kind of like Osterkarn. Interesting. In any case, I'll recover these memories for your people. And a side note, I am shocked all of that was voiced. Old wounds. Yeah, we have 2 of them already. You also remember that axe we picked up a long time ago? and those robes we bought from those smugglers in Bloodgrove a long time ago. Oh wait, now I have this full blood bomb totem. So there's 2 more, Chieftain Arukai and Elder Tomakar. Elder Tomakar, I believe, yeah, he said I'll support Valkyrie. I could have sworn we already grabbed that one.
Oh, we might have just missed it.
Damn, we were just at Port Valkyrie.
Well, maybe if we, grind up to Revered with Bird, then Port Valkyrie get a lot easier.
I mean, if we only need the outskirts, it's not that hard. We've done it twice. Twice, because I died once. Alright, Chieftain Arukai is somewhere in Old Arkovia. I guess we missed him somewhere. And then Tomakar is somewhere near Port Valkyrie. Just out of curiosity, Homestead to Port Valkyrie outskirt. Oh, we never went north. We always beeline to the gates. Tomakar the Lost is just north of where we were going. Damn it, we basically just missed him. Ah, well, we can do that again. He's in the outskirts. He's not even inside the rogue dungeon area. As for Chieftain Arukai, Old Arkovia. I am drawing a blank. Not seeing a boss. Unless... Oh no, he's not inside the dungeon, is he? Alright, we'll have to look this up later. I'm not doing this tonight. Alright, well I guess that's it for tonight. We'll do that next time.
Big old to-do list. Like I said, it's probably going to be 2 streams at least.
Yeah, I didn't realize it'd be that much backtracking.
We'll
But yeah, okay, so next time I want to do Old Wounds just to do that one once and for all and get some of this quest items out of my inventory. And then after that, we'll do more Fangs of Astrakarn. So, for now... Oh, you're logged out. Great, perfect. Alrighty, let's get to the ending screen. Alrighty, thank you very much everybody who showed up. Thank you very much everyone who's watching. Thank you very much to everybody who's watching us on Picardo and also on YouTube. Let's see, if you like what you see, give us a follow. You can see there are our social media accounts where, among other things, we'll try to post when we are streaming. We also have a Discord. And we post on Discord when we are streaming. For example, tomorrow should be a multiplayer game. I'm not 100% certain if I know which one. Let's see, I know Jay is still streaming Final Fantasy Tactics quite a few afternoons. Domina and I should be back on Friday for more Grim Dawn. Although I know there's another game I think that's coming out tomorrow, Dominet's probably pretty eager to show off, but I'm not sure if that'll be a stream.
Maybe. I also kind of want to finish Grim Dawn though, so... And I don't know if the other game will be like a stream thing.
We'll see. In any case, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I guess don't really have anyone's raid, so take care and have a good night.